Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Tuesday live stream. I am not Steve again. Uh, once again, we've taken over with Made Media. So, um,
Nice.
Steve's all good, guys. He just had to sit this one out. He's feeling a little under the weather, so he asked the Don to step in. So, I don't know why. He's
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser! Good.
I will mention that the last stream that I hosted, it was not me that almost got this show taken off air. It was the panel. So
Sure.
let's try and have a clean show, guys. You know, I run a tight ship, so
Yeah.
So the passengers drove it into the ditch, not the
yeah,
driver.
there you go.
Okay.
So it's the backseat drivers, the
Yeah.
people gallery.
I'm still trying to get over the Don comment.
I know. I knew you were gonna like that
I
one.
know. I was like, "Who's Don?" I was like, "I don't know my name, Donald."
That's Sam.
So what's going on, everybody? What's happening? Sam.
Remember?
Who the hell is Sam?
Who the hell's Sam?
Oh yeah, how could I forget that, huh? I was so into that freaking game.
Yeah.
I completely forgot Sam's
It
name.
was-
I was just like, what the
It was
fuck?
perfect. It was
Yeah.
perfect.
So what's up, guys? What's up, Buck? How you doing tonight, man? Look at this background you got here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Just been working on stuff today. Yeah, nothing really statue related. Just got a full review of a Dragon Ball statue that I'm probably gonna get. Waiting for price, but
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mhm.
Was it the one that you posted in
Yeah.
the group today?
yeah,
That piece
so
looks good, man.
that is, but it's bigger than like I think most 1/3 that Prime One do, and it's
Good.
quarter.
You gonna get that full DX one?
Yeah.
Because I was seeing they had like 4 options. They had like
Mhm.
6 scale, then quarter, and then they had the big and then the smaller version.
I want to get the quarter version. Then it comes with a like a proximity piece as well.
Oh yeah, I saw the proximity piece was cool, dude. I
Mhm.
like those pieces, man.
It looks pretty awesome, but it's too big. Not sure where I'll put it. It's bigger than the garage shelf, man. In terms of
Really?
it won't. It's gonna have like
Because of the effect.
yeah, it's gonna have like a 4-inch overhang, and I'm pretty sure it's 100 centimeters tall.
We are talking about anime statues. That's why I didn't feel the need to inform everybody else what we were talking about, because they would
the-
just shit on it.
Backseat drivers didn't drive off that.
What? I was asking Buck because I knew I was the only one that was interested in that. But yeah, that piece is cool, man. I like it a lot. I would go without the aura effect, just because like it's cool, but it's easier to display that way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, what's up, Pudgy? How you doing, man?
Today's Tuesday, but it feels like Monday. So I'm bringing Monday energy instead of Tuesday energy.
Dude, I am with you 100%, man.
Right? Dragging ass today.
Dude, my
Today was a
brain
bit-
isn't working today.
Yeah.
And then, so like, we have like really important mid-year meetings coming up, like where we go over the first half of our fiscal year.
Right.
They're pretty stressful meetings, so I had to put together a PowerPoint for that today. And then Steve asked me to do this, so I was like, well, now I got to get the slides ready. And then another group of guys that I talked to, collectors, they're planning a Disney trip, but they can't figure out the dates. So like I'm going back and forth between these 3 things, like, and I'm just like, dude, I can't fucking think today.
As long as you didn't put today's slides into the PowerPoint for work, we're good.
Yeah, I hope I didn't. I hope there could be. Well, I guess I'll find out in February when I have the meeting. We're gonna see if there's some statues in there or some
Nice.
some verses, some Matt
Nice.
smash-ups. But speaking of Matt, what's going on, Matt? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you? Everything's cool, man.
Yeah.
Good week, man. Everything's kind of copacetic, so.
Do you have a
so-
3-day holiday or 3-day weekend?
Yeah, 3-day weekend. Kids had a 4-day deal.
4-day, wow.
Yeah, because the teachers, I guess, were doing a staff meetings and stuff, so they tacked it on the back of that holiday. So kids were out
okay.
for 4 days. So,
Nice.
but it's all good. You know, they didn't like being around because I made them do all kinds of work. You know,
Oh, you hate to
Nice.
so a lot of
Like,
laundry
this is
got
our day
done.
off,
A lot of
man.
stuff. Yeah, right. Every day's a day off. It's a good time to catch up. Is what that was.
Wow, you hate to see it. Oh, we have someone arriving late here. What's up, Rashid? How you doing, man?
Hold on. Good.
Turn your mic up a little if you can.
All right. Can you hear me?
That's just
Yeah,
the way
it's
he
Yeah,
just
talks.
you're a
low.
little.
He's
you're
just
a
got that
little low.
low. He got that low deep voice, man.
Yeah, he got that Barry White thing.
Now can you hear me?
No,
That's
good.
better.
No,
That's
no, you gotta hear him do the fatal. Rashid, do the fatal for me one time.
Fatal.
I can't do it, man. I'm laughing
I
right
know.
now. I gotta wait.
Jeez.
I hit the floor every time he does it, man.
So what's up, Rashid? How was your holiday weekend, man?
Yeah, it was cool. I stayed inside all day on Monday, relaxing. You know,
Nice.
watching Rocky 3 and 4.
Oh wow.
So
You watched
he
it because of
dies,
the
he
piece,
dies.
because of the pieces that came out. You just felt
Hmm?
like watching Rocky because that
nah,
PCS
yeah, I just
piece?
watched. Nah, I just watched it just to watch it. Ain't nothing happened and stuff.
Oh, nice.
It's like, what's that movie that like it comes on and you've seen it 100 times, but if it's on, you watch it again.
I got a couple of those. Godfather.
Yeah.
Man, the Godfather's too long, man. Really?
Yeah. Well,
No,
you
I
know
was
what?
I was never able to get
Where
into
it's
the
at?
Godfather, man. I don't know
No,
why.
not the original.
Nah, I tried. I watch
Oh,
movies like I'll watch Heat,
Heat.
Heat and Casino all day,
Oh,
but
I
Casino,
love
100%.
yeah, the Godfather, I just
That's
can't
mafia
get into
movie.
it. Yeah,
Goodfellas for me. I can watch Goodfellas
Fellas.
yeah, Goodfellas is good.
over and over
Always
again.
wanted to be a gangster.
Scarface, obviously.
Scarface.
But
So you guys
literally
got that.
any movie I can watch over and over. If I like it and it's on, I put it on.
I'll do any of the Underworlds. I do the Underworlds
Oh.
whenever that's on. I'll sit there and watch that.
You
There
know
was a
what?
time when I was stuck on Matrix.
Matrix.
Oh, Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix.
I gotta go back and watch Underworld. I tried to watch the first movie and I just couldn't get into it because I haven't
Really?
seen any of them.
How do you not
yeah,
get into that,
Well, Underworld,
I don't know, man. Yeah,
dude? How
oh,
you not
crazy,
really?
man.
I don't
Underworld.
know.
Kate
Kate
I gotta
Beckinsale.
try
Beckinsale's
again.
Fonz ass in that slick
Jesus.
suit.
That is true. That is
Mm.
You
true.
gotta just stop at Arkham while you're there, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good. Terminator. Anytime Terminator comes on, Terminator,
Me
Predator.
I still gotta watch the first Terminator.
What?
Really?
I've seen 2 and up.
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
1 and 2. 1
Okay,
and 2.
now my Arkham statement makes sense, right?
You know the one with
Salvation. Salvation was
yes,
alright.
Salvation. That's what I about to say. The one with Christian Bale was pretty good. I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
That's
I always have
the
to
4th
rewatch.
one, no?
Yeah, but you
4?
can't beat 1 and
Yeah.
2.
I didn't like
You can't beat 1 and 2.
3. I thought 3 was kind of stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only reason I
agreed.
like 3 is because I watched it when I was young and
You
the
like
girl
3?
Terminator was hot. Did you hear my explanation? I was young and the
When
girl
he-
Terminator was hot.
When he was carrying the
There you
coffin,
go.
that was a little too much for me.
I like the girl that was on the TV show better.
Whatever happened to the? No, I like the girl that was in 3. But whatever happened to her? They never. You know, there's been certain female actors that I'm surprised they never
It's-
used.
Oh, the actress.
The movie
Well, after that
Yeah,
career,
no
after that
idea.
movie,
After
or
that
movie,
movie,
what career
I
was
still
there?
would have used her, man, because she was
Nah,
all right.
the girl, what's her name? The girl who did the TV show was good. Remember they
It's
had
like-
Terminator.
I never
TV
saw
show?
those either. The Sarah Connor
Oh,
Chronicles.
they were good.
I never
actually.
saw
They
that.
were good. They were
Oh, I
good.
didn't see that either.
What's her
Just
name?
like that.
Somebody in chat might know. Jarhead.
I
might
think
know.
I think the actress that played in Man of Steel, they should scoop her up if they ever make a Saz Ventress, the one that was the female for the general. I forgot her name. The one that she was
She made a
whipping
good domino.
Superman's ass in IHOP.
She made a good
Oh,
domino too.
I don't know
I
her
know who you're
name,
talking
but I
about.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, John, how you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
man?
Good, man. What day is it today? Monday? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's-
Tuesday.
The week's going by quick. The year's going by quick. But yeah, everything's good. A little nippy out here. Can't wait for the summer.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It was cold as shit today. It wasn't cold like your guys is cold, but for me it was cold. It was like
It was,
40s.
it was like rainy and all that. Yeah. Oh well, can't complain.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, man. Okay, so let me get into the first thing that Steve wanted to mention tonight. First thing we got is Steve had a giveaway last week. If you guys tuned in, you were part of that, and Knight was our winner, and he wanted to say thank you because Knight donated his gift card to Brenton. So thank you, Knight. We appreciate
Oh, that was nice of him. Well,
Yeah, so appreciate it, man. Very kind of you. Brenton's getting lucky lately, man.
Brenton's like Brenton's a good guy. He deserves it.
Yeah.
The golden child.
Wow. And then another shout out, happy B-Day to Ed Coven, Ed Cadavid.
Happy birthday, Doc.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah. And the first topic of the night is shift in focus. Anybody noticing anything new? Any new trends? Shift in focus in collecting for the new year, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'm noticing a trend, it seems, in some YouTubers, and it's actually kind of funny that I don't know if it's going to be a trend with me, but it's something that I'm getting a little interested in, which is a lot of people who have been dedicated statue are now starting to pay a little attention to Hot Toys. And,
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've
you
seen
know,
that.
Well, now what's funny is I always pay attention to the hot toy community, and because I appreciate anything in miniature, and I always appreciate the sculpts, and I follow a couple artists that do paints on the 1/6 head sculpts, and so I was always amazed by the accuracy they can get, and so I got recently the sideshow Dirty Harry, and I love it, and it's very rewarding to get something that's so, to me, spot on. Really gives me that good feeling when I open the box, without a lot of the stress that can come with the hobby, with our big pieces here, between shipping and storage, and where am I going to display it, and I want that, but where am I going to put it? To get something that's really nice, that you're really happy with it, and I got it sitting on my shelf, on my desk right next to me. It's kind of like cool. And now I'm looking at other pieces, and I always wanted to do movie pieces, but I never had no space for it. And now with Hot Toys, I could address that part of my wanting to collect by getting some movie pieces, and displaying them is not going to be a big deal. I can put a bunch on one shelf. So that's my personal shift a little bit that I see coming down the pipe. Not
Yeah,
getting
I
me away
agree
from
with you.
statues, but something else.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Sorry.
I've been seeing a lot of that too lately, man. And I thought it was like, I don't know how it all happened kind of at once. Like, I know Steve was talking about interest in it, and then like other channels that I go onto, they were talking about interest in it, and other like people that I never thought would give Hot Toys a chance, or like
Right.
looking at Hot Toys, and it's kind of crazy right now, man. And I'm wondering if that's like you said, like I hear a lot of people saying the likenesses and like having certain representations in their collection, or I don't know if it's because of that or if it's because of the price of everything now and Hot Toys are just affordable, but it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy because the people I'm seeing buy it, I'm like, wow.
It's almost like it's a perfect storm, right? In the sense of like people getting to a certain point with all the issues that come with collecting the pieces now, and then, well, from what I see, the game being upped on the Hot Toys and in-art side, that now it's like that perfect storm where people are starting to, cast an eye and look the other way.
Do you think it's a phase?
I don't. Well,
Because price point wise, it's not any better on the Hot Toy side. If you're looking at it from the perspective of a statue collector, of
Yes.
course it's much cheaper. But as a figure collector, it's quite opposite. I find a lot of people looking at possibly smaller statues, quarter scale statues, 10th scale, so forth, just because the prices of where these 6 scale figures are reaching. Is it really, are you getting a bang for your buck in that sense?
compared to, but you know what? Compared to a statue collector, it is. Like I seen a whole Star Wars collection in one shelf with every character,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
spent a whole lot less than what I spent.
Mhm.
So maybe to the average Hot Toys collector, the price is going up, but to a statue buyer that's been
Yeah.
spending thousands of dollars, it's a deal.
Would you
Yeah.
say, Rashid, that your funds are, if you were to sell your statue collection, you'd break even or make a bit of a profit?
If I sold my collection,
Let's say you sold your Star Wars collection because you're mentioning Star Wars. If you sold your
bro,
Star Wars collection, would you
mhm,
break even, take a loss, or make a bit of money?
it depends on some pieces. I would maybe break even, and some rare pieces. I like say if I had put my Falcon up, I probably would make money, and
Hmm.
there's some pieces that I would break even.
Hmm.
You
But you
know,
don't. You would rarely take a loss on the Star Wars front.
right? No, I'm not taking the loss.
With
That's
Hot
not taking
Toys, that's something else to consider. Different world, right? Depending on the type of collector you are. A lot of statue guys coming in from the ES point of view.
Oh, right.
With Hot Toys, you start purchasing those.
Hmm.
95% of the time, you're not breaking even if you ever decide to sell.
Because they
So
got
that's
so many. You saying?
and they reissue 2.0s reissue
I got you.
consistently.
I got you.
So that's something to take into consideration as well.
Most of the guys that I've seen getting into it
Don't care.
don't seem to care with them.
Yeah.
They care
But-
more about it with statues than they do with Hot Toys. They kind of think of Hot Toys as like Black Series or like
Yeah.
something even cheaper, just because
Yeah,
they're
those
used to
are-
spending $1,000 or
Yeah.
whatever on bigger pieces. So like
Yeah.
for them, it's like, oh, it's a shipping. It's like paying
Mhm.
shipping. It's nothing.
Yeah, I
or
think
something,
I think those guys are more like deeper pockets, right? But for the average person who picks up something and then down the line doesn't necessarily have to be tied to an edition size or anything. It's just the fact that I want to make some space to purchase an item, and you're gonna most likely lose funds on the Hot Toys. Nothing to do with ES.
Archangel said
Arc.
every time you bring up ES, a puppy dies.
That's okay. There's too many puppies in the world.
Danny said
Oh,
Hot Toys is the
flip
best
that.
for trooper setup. Jesus, too many puppies. You hate to see it.
Hey, it's part of the game. That's just how it is.
Hot Toys is mass produced, not much high end. Disney cranked up the
Yeah.
productivity.
Precisely.
But I seen that like when I had the tumbler, and that thing came out. I think right now 4 times. I think it's come out.
It's
The
two.
Huh?
Two.
No, it's come out more than 2 times.
If you
Well,
count
if
the
you
if you
count
count
the
the
camo-
camouflage,
No, I don't.
Three.
I'm not.
yeah,
counting
then it's
that
only
one.
3.
Yes, it came out.
No.
When the Dark Knight came out, it had the movie screen on wrapped around the box. Then the second time, it had the black with the white diagram of the tumbler, and then they stopped it, and then they came out with this one, not the camouflage, another black one.
I know the latest one and I know the first one. The middle one I'm not sure about.
Well, the latest one they came out with, but in
Yeah.
the middle one, I had it. I had the black one too because I had got it for Christmas,
Hmm.
and then I bought the first one off of eBay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ark said when I got my Power Rangers, it made me rethink Hot Toys. Yeah, that's a good set. The Power Rangers from 3.0. They're pretty much like Hot Toys. And then X-Men says, Hot Toys is cool if that's what you like, but just know you can lose money on any item, including statues. Everything depreciates over time unless it's rare.
Mhm.
It's true.
I think in terms
What do
of
you think,
trends, recently I just find I'm just not as interested in a lot of the comic book quarter scale pieces coming out. It just isn't moving me. So it hasn't really been a dilemma, honestly, like adding stuff to like my list. I just am not interested, and it's making me buy more anime stuff.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I hear you. I feel like a lot of the comic stuff nowadays is hit or miss. I definitely don't think it's as good as it used to be. I think there's still some gems that come out, but Yeah, it's kind of sporadic lately.
Maybe just jaded.
That
Yo, Buck,
yes,
you never
a
got
lot of it
into
is that. Yeah.
Berserk?
I did. I was gonna collect that. I got the one third like guts,
Hmm.
right? But when I was moving, I just thought there's no way I can have a bunch of one third pieces in storage, and I was about to have a bunch of one third in storage, so I sold all of the one third pieces,
Hmm.
and um, in a sense, I regret it, but I also don't, because the thing is, they released another one third guts, right, and it's in the berserker armor instead of the black swordsman armor.
Hmm.
So if I want to get guts again in one third, I can go for that. But I also don't think they're gonna release any of the other characters in one third. I think it's
Bro,
mostly gonna be a quarter scale line, and then guts will get one third versions every now and then.
'cause I feel like right after he passed away, um, some of the stuff went
Yeah,
up
the
in
hype
price.
went up, man. It went up
Yeah,
like crazy.
because I had Zod in human form, and they were taking up a lot of space, so I had to let a lot of it go. And now you look for Zod. I seen one that was selling. Somebody was trying to sell one that was broke for 2,500, and
You could
that's
sell,
not even including shipping.
you
So,
could sell like one that's like, and people consider that a deal. And now
right,
I've seen people put it up for 3,500 and they sold. It's
right,
crazy.
because the strap that mine came broke when the guy got it. So I
Hmm.
thought he was going to ask me for like money or whatever, and I was going to give him if he asked me for like whatever. And I said, if you want to ship it back, and he told me no, I'm good. He said no, I'm all right. I'm gonna keep it. I
Because
was
that
and I
piece,
and I didn't realize, and then like months later, I seen it's hard to find that piece now.
very hard to find that piece. It has like
Hmm.
a low ES and it's
Hmm.
done very well. So,
Yes. Hmm.
and it's also like a important character in the story. So people,
Bro.
yeah. Eddie, I think we got someone to join.
Yeah, we have someone hanging out backstage. What's happening, Walton? How
I
you
know
doing,
that.
man?
I know that face.
Yeah.
Ah, you funny bastard. Yeah, well,
Funny how?
funny looking.
Wow, you hate to see it.
Well, he prompted it,
And
not
and and
necessarily.
and showing it proudly.
Yeah.
X-Men exclusive says, I just need everyone
Wasn't
as a
it last year?
community to understand it's not going to get any cheaper, guys. So we either gonna deal with the prices or retire. Period. End of story. It's just where we're at now.
Well, yeah,
Gotta
but you
work
can also
harder.
demand more for your money.
I think that one clip is the best way to answer that one, and it's
Now you gotta want this life. You've got to want it all the way to your bones.
I guess
Oh, go ahead, Buck.
I was gonna say, I guess the question to ask that is like, do you guys think there's value in more or less sharing our worries about pricing publicly or even complaining about pricing? Do you think it makes the companies think twice about raising it or they just disregard completely? 'Cause if there's, I guess, to a comment like that, right, it's if there's no value in our complaints, that comment makes like a lot of sense. It's like then you just have to do what you have to do, quit
Well,
or like suck it up and pay, right?
I
I
But
think
think
people.
if
we you can go right now. I just want to make a point really quick, John.
go ahead, John.
I can definitely see it for a viewer getting redundant, because even for a streamer, certain topics get redundant. Um, but I don't think that means we need to see them negatively all the time. We may get tired of hearing it, but it's kind of like when you're at work and people are like, "Oh, it's Monday again." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we hear these conversations all the time, um, and I feel like for some reason, maybe because this is where we come to escape the bullshit. So if we come here and we hear more bullshit, sometimes it can get annoying. But I think you kind of just need to let it roll off your shoulders, because it is a big topic right now. You know, price is a big topic, and I don't think it's gonna stop being talked about anytime soon. So like, you kind of just gotta, take it for what it is. Take the good with the bad, I guess. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I think we should vocalize it. Look, we're here every week. We're talking collectibles. These companies aren't paying us, right? We're not getting paid. We're doing this because we enjoy it. But we should talk about the good as well as the bad. There's been tons of instances in this community, both statues and figures, where discussing the topics vocally within the community have induced change. So yeah, it could get repetitive, but hey, if you have to deal with some repetitive news on a weekly basis for a little while to help induce the change, for a positive change, I think it's worthwhile. Should we sit back and just say, yeah, well, if you don't like the price, don't buy it? Yeah, some people can do that, but I don't think we shouldn't vocalize it when we're doing statue shows or hot toy shows or whatever collectible shows and covering news. We should express how we feel, of course, in a respectful manner.
Yeah.
But no, you shouldn't be silenced whatsoever, in my opinion.
I just want people to know, like, don't let it affect yourself in a personal way.
Like mentally or
don't
something.
let the conversations become negative for you personally, and don't let the arguments or whatever, or the back and forth become bad for you personally, because it's none of this is personal. It's just everyone's views and how they feel about it. So like, don't let it affect you like that.
Yeah, but one thing I realized, like when we was talking about last week, and I remember Pudgy had said this, it was like, if you're gonna talk, I mean, it's not, the statue is not a necessity. So if you don't, if you don't need it, don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like So that's why I realize it's like, even though we talk about the pricing and stuff like that, it's just, I now look at things like they're gonna do what they're gonna want to do anyway. Price is gonna go up. So, and if it's out of my price range, I'm just not gonna buy it. That's it. Because there's, like you said, there's people out there that's still gonna buy it. They could be struggling and they still buy the piece. So,
But a company won't. I don't think a company can. I think a company can survive on purchasers like that for so long. It'll get to a point where people are gonna stop themselves in the track, and there's always gonna be people with money. Okay, so you're either gonna see prices continue to rise with low ESs, because there's people out there with money to spend that you don't even understand.
Bro, but things are gonna. I think things are what's gonna happen. It just point blank, things are gonna slow down on those companies. That's what's just eventually gonna happen. So I think we. I mean, we could talk about price all the day, but I think they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot eventually, and pricing is going to affect them. I mean, them raising the prices and people slowing down is going to affect them. With like you said, with the sales, because Sasha's having crazy sales all the time. So
really quick, what's up, Jarhead? How you doing, man? Thanks for
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
What's going on, Jared?
Good, man. Do Walton or Jarhead, since you guys jumped in later, do either one of you want to talk about noticing any new trends in the community or shifts in focus this year before we move on to the next topic?
I mean, I think everybody else kind of hit it.
I was going to say, like, I personally shifted to 1/3, but I namely did that because XM wasn't delivering pieces in the style I liked. LBS is doing comic accurate with detail, but not like over the top detail. And so now at this point, I'm switching to LBS. And it's going to help my wallet too, because they don't produce that many pieces a year. Especially certain cases, like one piece that I might buy a year. But I think the only thing that's really going to deter these companies is going to be to stop buying their pieces. If they notice like a significant drop off in consumer interest, they will start to maybe pull the reins in a little bit. But if they are allowed to just do business as usual, they're not going to see a reason to change. So we can sit here and bitch until we're blue in the face. It's not really going to have that big of an effect until they start seeing it affect their pocketbook.
Well, that's the thing. Somebody's always going to buy it, So people, sit and bitch about it, but then there's people that buy it anyways. So it doesn't really, you know, I don't see it.
Well,
solving
yeah,
anything.
I mean, you can definitely see it in the amount of yes they do.
That's
I mean,
like saying,
look at that giant X-Men Dio from XM. It had like 166 people who bought it. Now, if they're happy with 166 people buying it instead of 300, 400, 1,000, then we'll just let them continue to do that. I mean, like ESs will go shrink, or they'll expand, or they'll stay the same. I really don't know. I'm just saying, until it affects their pocketbook, most companies aren't really going to see the need to change.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that on some level. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We got a lot of comments about people are getting frustrated with it. People are getting frustrated with certain viewpoints. And it's tough because I agree with some of them. Like some of them, I've said before, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Like I think we get caught saying stuff like that. Like, I don't know, but someone made a comment earlier saying like I'd rather hear about the art. Here we go. Dwayne Davis. I'd rather the actual focus be on the art itself, sculptors, painters, characters, different styles. I feel like everybody in the community, streamers, all do talk about that stuff, but I think that we just notice the negativity more. You know what I
Dwayne
mean?
Davis is rich. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Wow.
I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing.
I think there is a good amount.
Too much. He's like, I don't care.
What I'm saying is I think there is a good amount of positive talking too, like about that kind of stuff. I just think that the negative stuff affects us more, so we tend to dwell
We're more
on
passionate about it.
Like there's a saying about that too, like you tend to dwell on negative memories more than positive, or I don't know, some shit I heard that. But it's like it's just the way I think humans are wired. We always tend to focus on the negative.
It's what's topical. It's the one news point that everybody will be aware of, because they're not going to announce, hey, this new sculptor joined our team, but instead everybody will go online and see that this came out and it's $100, $200, $300 more. So it's negativity that everybody shares. It causes a lot of conversation, and if you're a fan of following the community streams, it seems to be constant because we're all talking about the same thing. So, but Dwayne has a point though that you can't fight City Hall sometimes. It's good to protest, let them know how you feel, but but then move on. Don't dwell on it, and talk about other stuff too.
Yo, have y'all noticed there's been a lack of unboxings lately on YouTube?
Not on Mondays, buddy.
I know, right?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Aren't you unboxing old stuff?
I know.
Well,
you're
I'm not
unboxing.
I don't unbox anything on Mondays.
I'm saying a lot of new stuff. You don't see unboxings like how you used to. If you really,
I think that was a hot thing for a while, and it kind of died down. Like now you see more unboxing / reviews. Like you don't see the unboxing live anymore.
No, even with the reviews, you don't. I mean, they're out there, but they're not as how they used to be.
As prevalent.
Right. It's not as big as it used to be. Like it could be a piece, like just pick any piece. All right, just say the Captain America LSB or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When that came out, you would see so many people dropping their reviews, unboxing and stuff like that. I don't see that many. I don't see that many.
What's good that has come out lately though? It was like the last quarter of the year.
I thought the Nightcrawler came out. I mean, I did see the Darth Vader.
I think anything should be unboxed.
There's a lot of Darth Vader reviews and unboxings.
Right.
Right,
so you got the Darth Vader came out. We got that reviewed.
We did that yesterday.
It's not like I'm comparing it like how it used to be. It's not like that anymore.
Well, that could simply just be a fact that shipping is expensive, and they don't feel like shipping out these pieces to review.
Or laziness.
Right, or at least so people have to unbox what they're actually buying. So buying slowed down for everyone. in the
Or
community.
somebody did a
Because
oops.
if you see the big guys are still popping them out left, right, and center. Right? It's a lot of work to do an unboxing.
Yeah.
Or you gotta you find somebody that has a oops one time and then they won't do it again.
Oops.
I mean, I know I'm not going through that stuff again. Jeez.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Ninja said stimulus checks ended, so did disposable income and purchases. Piggy's pick says, my unboxing slowdown is due to pricing. I'm priced out and will probably only have 3 pieces this year.
My unboxings are smaller now. You know, I mean, I have 2 1/3s that are on payment plans that'll come out like probably next year or whatever. But as far as stuff that I've been getting a short term. It's like been 1/6 pieces. I got a 1/10 piece this week. You know, small stuff.
Yeah,
Art
I agree
says
with that.
I think people don't do as many unboxings because all the big YouTubers get the product early, so everyone else says, why bother?
Yeah, I agree with that
That's a good
somewhat.
point.
Arch.
I mean, you saw tech channels. Linus Tech Tips used to be only about unboxings,
Yeah.
and then basically they realized it wasn't drawing viewership anymore, and so they switched to basically doing reviews. Now I don't know if that same thing is going to apply to statues, but it could.
Jojo says, people don't want to hear all the complaints about a piece they bought and they love, but don't want to hear a dozen people rip it apart piece by piece they spent their money on. Or on a piece they spent their money on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I can see people not. I mean, to a certain extent, it's good just to see how the piece gets put together before, if you're intending on getting it, and whether or not it looks like, what the proto looked like.
Do you think, I'm pretty sure that less unboxings is because purchasing is a lot less. So do you think that you see the unboxings on the channels of the people they're not necessarily paying for it? Like they're
On
getting
smaller
it
channels?
to unbox it and review it? You know what I mean? Because
Well,
Ark said most of the unboxings are the big channels.
That's
Well,
Arch.
like, because they're
So,
getting the
That's
XM and stuff.
Arch is big time. Arch is big time YouTuber.
I'm just saying, like what X-Men just said before, you will find like 20.
See Arch doing unboxing.
Like what he said, you find like a whole lot of unboxings. It just seemed like I'm seeing less. Maybe I don't see less people even buying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed, because no matter, even if somebody says people don't want to see somebody ripping a statue, I don't believe that, because everybody want to see. I like to get people's opinions on it. That's not going to stop me from buying the piece.
Are the
You
people,
do. Sorry.
Are the YouTubers? Are there as many YouTubers broadcasting right now as there were?
If not more.
Probably not
Really?
no more. Maybe
that's-
people stepped out of the game. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
true.
think some stepped out of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a
like
lot of
you
them.
got,
that?
Oh,
Yeah,
geez,
but
dude.
it's
or at
also
least not stepped
COVID.
out of the game, but just not as prevalent on YouTube as they once were.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's true, because I know 2 people that they was heavy, always coming out with a review. I mean, I think you guys may have heard of Make Mine Marvel. He would Matina always would come out with a review with a Marvel statue, and he's out of the game. And Statue Hunter 75 used to be heavy.
Yes.
And
I remember
Statue Heavy. He's not even coming out.
He might have retired
Silver.
though.
I
Yeah,
understand.
You guys have to tune in on Monday nights, man. We'll have unboxings for you all the time.
At first, I was like, I read Luke's comment and I was like, I don't get it. And he's, Walton should do one, just describe what's happening.
He doesn't even need to have the statue, to be honest.
It's like statue
Hey, guys.
mime.
Just
Well,
close your eyes.
And
and
he could have any statue.
He's describing it off the website.
Piggy
Walton
said
statue-
he's gonna
statues on
unbox one
tape.
tomorrow. You better
But
tune in.
you
and
gotta
watch.
you gotta realize too. Well, a lot of the maybe some people don't notice, but a lot of the biggest channels who do unboxings, in the first 5 seconds or so, in the top right corner, it'll say includes paid
Sponsored.
promotion or paid sponsor, something like that. So I'll go back right now and see. includes.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in Gem.
You know what
or
I'm saying?
something like
I
that.
forget the includes paid promotion.
Yeah, but with
You know,
him,
and they're being upfront, but people don't even notice it. So
I don't think
I
guys
haven't seen.
I don't
Top
think
right corner.
I haven't heard anyone getting. Well, maybe I'm just clueless, but to get free pieces, I've heard them get like art. You'll get like
He'll get a prototype.
a prototype, right? You get first dibs to purchase the prototype or whatever. But to get it free, I haven't heard any of that. Any channels doing that? Damn.
Yeah, I don't know about free deals, whether they're keeping it or not. I know that if I said free, I just meant like they're getting some kind of deal to review the piece, and either
What-
it's
what about-
free, discount, whatever.
What about older pieces? I mean, you think people want to see unboxing of older pieces? I mean,
I hope so.
What about this?
that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Are they boxed? Where
Ark
you pointing
says,
at?
I don't think people have the
Pointing at
same
me?
excitement. How about this? No. Also, I don't think people have the same excitement and passion for what they are getting. They ask on Facebook what they should buy or what holds more value. They buy with no intent to keep. Maybe people are
there's some-
pumping out the unboxings then, and that's.
I mean,
I
even
mean,
if
you have.
should
I feel
buy
that there
with no
are some
intent to
people
keep,
that
right?
there's some
There
people
was-
that pump,
Sorry.
unboxing things that they don't want to keep. But I don't think that's everybody.
There's
Yeah.
just some-
But
there's
even
some-
if you don't keep it, I mean, you're still unboxing it, so you can still take a video. Doesn't really matter that aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buy it, you get a new piece. In fact, if you're even getting a lot of pieces and you're cycling them out, selling them afterwards, kind of have more money to at least you have some income to buy another statue. You get some money from selling the piece, and so if you get another thing in, you should
Yeah, but I think
be
Sorry about that.
unboxing those things, right?
Some
Well,
people might only do room tours because they notice that's what gets views.
They might not even have the appropriate setup to do an unboxing.
I think Art's point. I think Arch was trying to say that because they're not as passionate about the statue itself, that the going for the time and the excitement of unboxing, it's just not there. It's waned. They're just getting the piece in, on it, maybe start a little bit, and moving on. But the excitement of the unboxing, the thrill of putting it together, is not quite there.
I think
we'll see how
there's
this is gonna be.
I think there's a difference between when the community was a little smaller and people were just filming unboxings kind of as a true hobby aspect
Right.
versus now the YouTube content
Yeah.
creator who's looking for content.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if you're looking for content, it's work. You're doing work to get content to get views, and you're doing the best job you can, but it's kind of work. Versus the guys maybe 5-10 years ago that were just sharing their piece because they were all about it and they were just sharing.
That's
so it's a
true.
different.
Do you think there's still people like that in the hobby? Why aren't those
sure
people
there are.
posting? Weren't they like making the videos, right?
Well, I listen. What somebody said. I don't know if it was in the panel or in the chat. Is 100% true. I got the Black Adam, right? And I actually said, let me. I've never done an unboxing. This is a piece that not too many. I've never seen any review for it, so let me do it. So I filmed my unboxing, but I work for a living. So when I get some time, I throw the clips into Adobe, and I'm trying to edit it to make a decent, worthwhile to view thing. And BSC came out and did a review of it. So
Yeah, but
should I bother at this point? I got other shit to do.
of course you should. Who gives a shit what BSC does? You
No,
or you?
No, because I was doing it for the community to see this piece.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think you should.
But I got other shit to do.
Yeah, but we value.
live,
But we value. Well, you should always do it live. Yes, that's true. But we value your opinion. You know these guys. What's going on, Edwin? You know these. Some people can get. Who knows? One person can love it. You can see it from a different perspective.
sure.
I don't think because a guy with 30,000 subscribers that should ever change someone or deter someone. Not just you, but to a community. Even if there's new collectors listening to me right now.
I understand what you're saying, but
Okay, well then hold on, I'm not done. You should never get deterred. You should never get deterred from posting how you feel about a piece and your own content. Listen, you can have 5 views today, 1,000 views tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Think of it as a record for yourself. You can go back.
Yeah.
Just picture this.
Yeah.
When we're 60, well,
It's only a couple of years.
okay, sorry, I'm sorry.
What are you trying to say?
Okay, when we're older one day, we're in retirement, can you imagine going back to your channel and watching all the shows you recorded, like to see where collecting is at that time in the future, and then to go back and all those memories, all these good times we're sharing. Come on, man. Forget this bullshit. Well, this person did that and that person. Who cares what they did? You'd be surprised as to how many people would appreciate
you're
you.
right. You're right 110%. And on a personal level, if I had more time to invest, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
But my intent was to do it just because if there's any 1/6 collector who hasn't, wants to see this, this would be nice to be a resource for them to see it. Like I would always go and look for people's personal unboxings to see a piece in hand.
Mm-hmm.
But that's already been taken care of by a guy who gets way more eyeballs.
No, it's Pudgy.
And,
Alan,
but for me, it's purely a matter of time invested versus the goal. Somebody's already accomplished my goal for me. Got the piece out there. Got good photography. Mission accomplished. I got other shit I'd rather do.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when I'm retired, yeah, maybe I'll devote more energy to that. But right now,
Yeah, but when you're interested in the statue, you stop at the one video that you watch. I watch multiple
granted.
videos.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I like multiple points of view.
Yeah, I always watch multiple videos.
You guys get me like off Thursday, Friday, and I'll finish the video. How about that? Talk to my
Get
boss.
you
Get me
off?
off Thursday, Friday. Get me off of work. Off of work, Buck. I don't know where your mind's at.
Ark, there is no problem with being last, Ark.
If you're not first, you're last.
Ain't no
That's a
problem
good
with being
clip.
last.
That's a good clip.
Nah, Pudgy, I think that you should do the video because I always watch before I buy anything. I always watch multiple videos to see.
Yeah.
Thanks, Junkie.
Because some people have good photography, some people don't. But I like to get everybody's opinion because I've seen plenty of videos where somebody may have said a piece and I highly didn't agree with them when they compared it with another statue, and I was like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?"
I feel you. I'm picky with well, you see how I take pictures. I'm into photography, and I'd like to, if I'm going to put video out there, I like it to be of what I feel is a decent quality.
Right.
So that's why I don't
But
just
you can still
film
take your
something
time
really
and-
quick and bump it out. I want to do it right.
The piece just came out. I mean, it came out like a month and a half
Something
ago.
like that. Yeah.
You still could put it out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Put it
And I'm
out.
unboxing pieces that were 15 years old. Who gives a shit how long it comes out?
Was BSC doing a live unboxing or was he doing like a full-on review?
I tell you the truth, I don't know. I already bought the piece. I just saw that he had a review of it. So.
Okay. I was just asking because his live unboxings are shit in terms of quality.
I don't even know if it was him or if somebody else did it for him. I know some people
Hell yeah, Justin.
their content for him.
Yeah,
so.
Justin.
Appreciate the support,
The
buddy.
other point I was going to make was Alan Kiefer in the chat said he'd rather watch you than somebody else. You never know. Like I've never seen BSC's unboxing, so I don't watch that channel a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't watch it. There's 30
All right, I'll fucking do it now.
But,
Do it now, live.
but there's another 15,000 that don't watch that channel. You know what I mean?
I got
so
you.
It's a matter of, so they missed
No,
out.
realistically speaking, people go for what's probably going to be the best quality and actually, Jesus.
Like I go by who I feel is more genuine about their review. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, and I know my unboxing with my Angelus was the camera shitty, but I really love that piece. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you accept a silent unboxing?
say again.
Yes.
Pudgy's gonna laugh. Do you accept a silent unboxing? Well edited, just silent, no opinions given.
Oh.
So you can give an opinion for yourself.
Yeah, well,
That would be cool.
Tell you what, I've watched. For me to see certain 1/6 pieces, I've watched videos that were very well done in another language,
Okay.
and it wasn't even there was no closed captioning. So, yeah, I've watched them. I watched them in French.
Because if you like silent unboxing, I can direct you somewhere.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Nah, but I did that too, Pudgy. I watched the video. I mean, I couldn't understand what these guys were saying, and it was actually annoying the shit out of me. But because the pictures were clear,
Yeah.
I watched the unboxing. And once I couldn't watch it anymore, I turned away. But
No vein. Yeah.
Oh my god. Shit talk. Wow.
Walton's unboxings are the best. The way the statue looks in the light while his cam is off his next level.
Instead of books on tape, it's you can listen to Walton on
That's funny.
Unboxings on
tape?
Audible.
unboxing.
Unboxings on Audible.
Guys, we're gonna be opening the art box right
Close your
now.
eyes and listen.
Here's the styrofoam.
Oh, maybe
You sound like
how about this?
You sound like the painter. You sound like Bob Ross.
How about we do like statue ASMR?
Yeah,
Just
we're gonna make a couple of happy mistakes right now.
open the tape.
That was
I'm
scary.
gonna put some trees in this corner.
Styrofoam.
And if you tell anyone that bush is there,
My
I'll come
edition
here.
size is
Like only
2,400 of 11,000.
Unboxing. We're unboxing.
Okay, so we kind of
Walt's
got
like, that shit
into
ain't funny.
a ton of different topics there, but the next topic Steve had on the agenda is a kind of a deeper one. How important is it to take a break from collecting? Anybody
That's
who
tough.
wants to start, go ahead.
It's I'll go because it's actually something that resonates with me. I think breaks are good. I took a break from collecting, but I missed out on a shit ton that now if I want to go back and collect, I'm in trouble. So I think as opposed to taking a break from collecting, slow and steady wins the race.
Keep an eye on what's going on.
Keep an eye on what's going on. Always, you could take a break, but always keep an eye on. That's perfect on what's going on. Because I just completely stopped for a bit because I want to save up for a house, this and that. And then once I accomplished all the goals, I started getting back into collecting. And I look back and I'm like, okay, I missed this, this, and this, and now to touch it in the aftermarket, I'm in trouble. So yeah, I think what Matt said is perfect. The nail on the head is just take a break, but keep an eye on pieces that are coming out.
B-Chan said, my break from collecting is work.
Wow. There you go.
Now, one time I had to take a break from collecting, and I missed out. That's when I had missed out on Hulk transformation and the Shogun, and I let a lot of stuff go by.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was dealing with other things and stuff. In a way, it kind of because you got to deal with some stuff that's more important and stuff. But then when I went to go back, I mean, I did get deals on it, but I got it before everything was going super up. So, but I had to make moves to get that stuff back before.
Yeah.
People start saying.
That's what Alan says. Take a break
and that kind of
miss
makes
the
it
grail.
harder too because if you take a break, you're gonna miss something. So
especially if
just
something got low ES too.
Yeah, from your past experience, you know that if you take a break, you're gonna miss something. But still a necessary thing to do.
Right.
I think it's all about if you got a major life change happening, like John says, you got to save for a house. You clearly know which is more important. So, I think that's how it should work, more or less. Something's happening in your life, you need to put the money into somewhere more sensible.
For sure.
And step away from collecting.
Well, the thing that happens is, like John said, if you don't keep an eye on it, something will come out, and then it'll go away for 2 years. Then all of a sudden it comes back. You know what I mean? Because it takes 2 years to make a statue, or it takes a year and a half from design to concept to us seeing it to it actually being released, unless it's sideshow. I mean, they're pretty quick with it. But
Or XM lately has been pumping out pieces like nobody's business.
Batkid Voodoo makes a good point. He says, I took a break from statue collecting by going back into collecting original art while also ordering statues at 3 a.m. This is all just impulsive behavior with vaguely disposable income. But that's a good point for the hot toy things and the shift focus. Like, maybe you don't need a break. Maybe you need a shift focus. Maybe you need a couple pieces that are outside the norm to kind of
something else, something
fresh.
fresh.
To get that passion going again, and then you go back when you go back. It's a good point.
For me,
I have
on
a question for
level,
Batkid.
Go ahead.
Since you stepped, I think if you stepped away from original arts, if you were collecting any Spider-Man stuff, hit me up on Facebook.
Using his power
Look at
as a streamer.
Rashid Henry said, "I will take a break when Rashid finally gets his blade."
Yes.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say when he finally retires.
Oh,
I know, right? That's what I was going to say too.
No. It's not. You never. I don't think you ever will. It's once collecting hits the bloodstream, you're born. That's it. You'll always look, and you'll find something. We'll relax and maybe not hit that pre-order button as quick, but when that one piece does come up, there's no.
But you know what? It kind of was working with the all the movie pieces
Yeah.
because I'm not into movie pieces. So
Yeah.
that actually helped me say just imagine if I was into those busts and stuff like that. You
Oh,
know, I would be I'll be in
crazy in
trouble.
trouble.
But because so the more people talk about J&D, even though I don't like that stuff, the more people talk about J&D and Queen Studios and Infinity, that actually helps me because I'm seeing something I don't like and then I just enjoy what I have at my spot.
Exactly.
But once I start seeing like look what happened. They came out with the Blade that already caught my interest. I love the Darth Vader, the mythos or whatever. But the more I'd rather them talk about more movie pieces to keep my mind off of some things. It kind of helps. I like it. So when they talk about J&D pumping out more stuff, it actually helps my addiction.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that
Listen,
crack. You're getting that nicotine instead of the crack. Not that I ever smoked crack before. I'm just saying.
no true confessions. Now I've been collecting shit all my life in one way or another since being a kid and having Hot Toys and Matchbox cars, and now
Yeah.
as an adult, I have other
Right.
things I collect. You know, like in teenage years, it was records, okay, vinyl. You know,
I thought you were
so
gonna say STDs.
Oh my
and then CD, and then buying everything that you had already in vinyl in CD.
No,
Okay,
he didn't say CDs.
He said STDs.
ST, Walton, stifle.
He's like
So
CDs.
I heard CDs. So that's all. I only listen to them with one ear anyway. So, but yeah. So my advice to some folks too, on a personal level, is explore other hobbies too, because I have other hobbies, and I'm always involved because of the community. Especially now, I'm more involved in statue collecting than I ever was before. It was just taking a dip every now and then, looking at forums or looking at groups. But I have so many other interests between automobiles, photography, there's other things I collect, watches, comic books. You know, open your horizons. You may get turned on to something totally different, and,
Yeah.
and it takes you down a whole nother avenue.
Sorry. Danny kills me.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you can't say CDs on Collecting Weekly and get away with it. But this is thought we escaped it here, Danny. Thanks a lot.
What's the name of it? Arch said something about taking a break from the community. I can kind of resonate with that. I kind of don't watch YouTube videos about statues anymore. Um, it just doesn't really do it for me. I don't know. I'm not interested.
Unless you're shopping, right? If you're not shopping, then why?
Yeah, unless I'm looking for like reviews on a specific piece. But like I also said earlier, I'm not even really into like the comic pieces coming out right now. So generally speaking, I've just taken a break. I don't really. Yeah, I'm not too interested in hearing what people have to say about like collecting these days. Um, and for the most part, my interaction with the community is with you guys. If this wasn't a thing, I just probably the most I would do is scroll through Facebook, but I wouldn't even watch YouTube videos anymore for the most part.
The only thing I would say about the social media thing is I did that a lot, and I agree with it. Like sometimes you need a break, but I found that not letting it get to you is better than taking breaks.
Mm-hmm.
I found that because I was constantly like I would tell John all the time like, hey man, I'm not streaming this week, I can't do it, or I would tell Steve I'm not streaming this week, I can't do it, like I need a break, and I found that not letting things get to me and like I don't just not taking it as serious and thinking of it more as like a fun time to hang out. I found that helped so much more than actually not watching or not participating or anything, because I do like hanging out. There's a good part of hanging out and watching the videos because they're talking about stuff we like. So I just found like that to be a lot better for me because I don't need breaks anymore. Now I just hang out, and if sometimes I don't care to say anything about certain topics, or I just let it go after a while. Like I found that helps a lot more than the breaks.
So to some extent, right? It's like I would say letting it get to me means is like synonymous with not caring. And then if I don't care, why engage, right? Which is kind of my reason for not watching YouTube videos is actually just because it's not really interesting to me right now. I don't find maybe the people doing stuff interesting, maybe, or even what they're talking about. I think honestly at this point the only channel I keep up is that like custom statue guy for from Asia.
Boxing bro, dude.
Yeah, yeah. But also on the topic, just like conversations I don't care to partake in anymore. It might be like it's like how do I engage in the conversation and still like avoid you know being upset if it goes in a direction that I don't like. I feel like in order for me to detach myself in that way, I have to like not care, right? And then it's like, why then engage with the conversation at all if I don't care?
How much of that is due to the fact, though, that you primarily are collecting DBZ pieces, and there aren't probably that many people that are talking about unlicensed custom DBZ?
I still like comic stuff. I'm not falling out of love with it. Just what's coming out right now is not doing it for me.
Really quick, let me mention this. Justin Bum says, "What up, everyone? I'm definitely taking a break. I might actually leave because my job is laying off a lot of people from my department, and I'm a little worried now. I might get let go." Hey, man, I hope everything works out, and definitely breaks sometimes are needed, man. And don't leave the community just because you're not buying anything, because that will help you. In the meantime, that'll feel like you're collecting even though you're not. So.
Just
But like I
enjoy
said,
for other people too.
prayers. Hope everything
Yeah.
works out for you, bud.
To a certain degree, the people are like a support system. So in your time of need, that support system can be good. Now, other people like Buck can be enablers, and they might not be good for you to hang around with. But hey.
And just some bum. Don't leave the community. Stay watching because listen, when I couldn't get laid, I still watched porn. So just consider this is statue porn, and just enjoy watching.
But it's kind of hard when people say don't leave.
That segment didn't that segment didn't flow well.
It's statue porn. Don't worry about it.
But it's
You got my drift.
It's kind of difficult.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, man.
Jeez.
Pause, man. Pause.
Pause.
But it's kind of difficult because I understand, like, when you, even if you have to slow down, and you may see something that you want, and it kind of like bothers you that you can't even get it. So sometimes turning away, and then coming back kind of helps better than watch it, because that's I don't know. It's like you eating a full course meal, and I'm over here eating a piece of stale bread, looking at you eat a steak and stuff like that. So
well, it'll help create discipline too. You know what I mean?
Right. Until he gets back on his feet, then he can come back.
I mean, before I even bought my first statue, I was watching a lot of videos for probably a couple of years before I even bought my first statue. So it could be done. You just, if you can't financially support, getting statues, I mean, that's, that being part of the community is one thing, but you could still hang around and watch videos and be around. You don't necessarily have to buy something.
Yeah, but you have stupid people in this community. No offense, I'll say it. Oh, when was the last time you bought a statue? When was the last time?
Oh,
in this
you
zip
did
it
get that a lot.
in the sense that while you didn't buy a statue, you don't have. Why even give your opinion on the community? It's stupidity like that I hear that infuriates me.
Yeah, that's kind of BS, That goes back to like that kind of falls in line with if you're not gonna buy it, don't talk about it, or if you're not buying it, you know what I mean? Like that
No.
that same thing.
Just because I don't buy it doesn't mean I'm not passionate about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could be passionate about it and not buy it.
Okay, guys, we have someone backstage that is making his debut on Tuesdays, and Steve's not even here. You hate to see it. Got my boy, Low Key Calvin. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Calvin?
How you guys doing? feel like I've been watching you guys forever.
Doing good, man. Glad to have you on, dude.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no problem. What do you think, Cal? I know been collecting a little while now. What do you think on, since you're kind of just starting, even though you're like you went all in just starting, but like, how do you feel? How important is it to take a break from collecting?
I think anything is worth taking a break from it. Work right now is kind of slow, so all the excess funds I had to just kind of just do whatever I wanted to with, I don't have readily available at the moment. So, and then still got house bills and business bills and other things like that. So I'm definitely scaling back this year. I don't know if I'll necessarily take a break, especially with all these invoices coming in, but I will definitely be scaling it back this year.
Are those Maji cases behind you?
They are. I got them in October. Well, I got the majority of them in October. I was kind of picking some DF60s here and there from a sideshow before my official order came in, but 19-month wait for the big order.
Okay.
And here's Ark to kill a serious conversation. Sometimes I take a break and use my left. The problem is the left hand is too damn slow, man. You just can't get the rhythm with the left hand.
Well, he didn't tell you he's left-handed.
Another good feeling is when to take a break is when you actually get caught up on everything, and you don't have anything hanging over your head. It's like, whew.
How long does it take to get caught up?
Well, that's just it. I mean, everybody's situation is different. For me though, I've gotten caught up, and once you do get caught up, it's like, okay, well, I need to take a break before I step back into the game. You know what I mean? Just to have everything off your head. And
if I ever got caught up, I'd be like Will Ferrell, and I'd be like, what do I do with my hands?
I think it's important.
To a certain degree, you just don't go PO crazy. Let your POs kind of start to settle down.
That's a fact.
And then maybe reevaluate where you want to go into your collection.
Yeah.
Just put some money away in a separate account each pay. See what you have after you pay your bills, after you put your money to your savings. Put a few dollars, doesn't matter what it is, $20 here, $20 there. You'll be shocked as to how fast it accumulates.
But so the problem, so I had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, especially in the custom game, right? So you have a PO and you make these payments on it, but sometimes the guys don't take the money. Like you say, if I put the money aside, so now I've got this money sitting aside, something else comes out and I'm itching to get it to use that money, but I can't because it's like, oh God, I know I've got this going on. So what do I do? And I try to
have self-control.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. We all need self-control.
Yeah, when you got that money just sitting in your bank, I mean, it's like, I'm going through the same thing right now. I'm waiting on a custom to come through, and
they won't take the money. The guys won't take the money because they know if they take the money, they're responsible.
Okay, so you know what you do? I have a solution for you. You put in a locked-in GIC for a year, so you can't touch it.
Yeah, but then you get the call. Hey, it's ready to go. Like, oh.
Really quick.
Well, hello. You're like complaining about complaining.
The leader, the fearless leader, says, "What's up, peeps? Thanks, Ed, and team for covering tonight. I really appreciate it. Just some bummed. Don't leave. Stay for the jokes. Definitely a good bunch of guys here.
Make sure you read that and team. So I was about to skip the and team.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
You're a good group of boys. We're all gonna die together out here. You're a good group of boys to die with, I'll tell you that much. You should have come here.
I got a quick question. The gentleman in the center of the screen, are those active bottles behind you?
Active?
Like they're full?
Yes, sir.
Or does he collect
he can actively drink them?
He does often during stream.
I'm drinking right now.
There you go.
Jesus, Ark.
Yes, sir. They are active bottles.
Okay, because I was like, damn, that's a hell of a collection right there.
Yeah,
okay.
Active on the firing line.
All right. I like that. Okay.
Okay. I think as long as Matt's ready, we're finally going to get into Matt's versus tonight.
Oh.
So.
Darn, I forgot a little bit of research.
Oh, I hate to see
Oh
it.
no,
He's
he's coming in cold. Look at
I hate to
this.
see it.
Slack
hate
it.
to see it.
I know, right?
Okay, so here we go.
Quick.
Go ahead, Rashid. You weren't quick enough, but go ahead.
No, I was going to ask John before he left. I was going to ask him, was he planning on getting that Mythos Vader? Because I saw the unboxing. What he
Me?
thought about it. Yeah.
I have the OG. I'm in no rush with that one right now. With that edition size. It is beautiful though. It is very nice.
What's up, Terry?
Gotcha.
Especially at that price point. But I think you could pick it up at a discount. Their next sale. Use some points, reward points. I think you could get that at a discount. But yeah, Danny unboxed it. Beautiful piece.
Gotcha.
Luke said, "Take a shot, Matt."
Do it after matchup. We need to
do it after matchup.
He's looking around for what's appropriate. What's appropriate to take a shot.
Well, no, I mean I'm drinking already, but I'm not drinking to get. I don't get like toasted and stuff. I don't do that.
Toasted. Is that what these kids say nowadays?
I guess what they do. Isn't that what y'all call it?
We had a whole bunch of
Getting toasted.
I'm not coconut, buddy.
Getting fucked up.
Wow.
I just relax.
I think that's still in fashion, right?
I just relax. Shadow relax. Relax, shadow relax.
Am I good to share this, Matt? Or are you gonna do an intro for?
Oh no. Go ahead. You got the first group, right? Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is a little different than normal, but it's cool.
You guys see this?
Oh boy.
Are we talking about Chewie or are we talking about Han?
Well, he'll get into it. Let him introduce.
The Falcon.
We're talking about Han Solo and Chewie and Chewbacca, the team, the pair, the yin and the yang of the two guys. You've got Han Solo and a Wookiee, Chewbacca, and Star Wars. The adventures these guys go on, the resourcefulness of them. Hey, I had to put that in there, but Finn, I had to do it.
Oh man.
It's about great.
So we got these two guys, Star Wars. These, Han's like a renegade captain or whatever he is. I don't know what he is. I don't know what you want to call him. He's got no real special powers or anything, but he's very resourceful. He knows how to get in and out of slippery situations. He finds his way through. Chewbacca is a Wookiee. This is why I said I didn't do some of the research on it. I was hoping maybe Rashid can help me out with the strength of a Wookiee and what they're about. I know Wookiees they're not just regular, just dumb apes or anything like that.
They can rip your arms out of your sockets.
They can rip your arms out of your sockets, so they're pretty strong. They are a race, a species, so they have a social order and social class. They know weapons. They have warriors, within their clans or groups or whatever it is that they do. We got these two guys. What can we say? Versus, you guys want to guess, or we just want to go into it? See,
is he dabbing right here?
It's gonna be.
I know, right? I thought that was Cam Newton, right?
It's gonna be another duo.
I would imagine so.
Batman and Robin.
You can't have a 2v1 unless you're Ark.
Whoa.
I mean,
Wow.
Two girls, one cup. What?
These are the warrior Wookiees. Warrior Wookiees. They're very skilled with weapons. They know weaponry. Edward Diaz says they're hard to kill.
They're fur balls.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it.
They shed.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just.
You guys gonna guess, or
you guys want to guess?
Jump into it? All right, we're jumping into it.
No. I want to hear some guesses. I want to hear some guesses.
Okay.
Even the chat. The guys.
Yeah.
Calvin
so Vibranium Jim says Calvin and Hobbes.
That's a good one.
Terry says Barf and Lone Star. That would have been amazing.
Who's that?
What?
How about Rocket and Groot?
I don't know who that is.
Spaceballs, man.
Spaceballs.
Rocket and Groot. Oh yeah.
Spaceballs.
Oh, Rocket and Groot is a good guess. That's a good one.
Not bad.
Two team.
Oh.
I can think it's Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin versus.
Well, man, you guys got to pick up on some hints.
Bro,
Wait, hold on. What
He
was
said,
the
"Bro,
hint?
that's my guess.
What was
Deal
what
with
was
it."
the hint? What was the hint?
Yeah,
Matt?
what hint? I didn't hear a hint.
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you after the fact.
Exactly.
Norm says Star-Lord and the Guardians. You know, I thought about Star-Lords and the Guardians, but you can't do Guardians against a Wookiee, so it's got to be a matchup.
You could have done Star-Lord and Rocket.
No, no. So if you look at it, that's like putting. I can see Star-Lord going up against.
Okay, Bonnie and
Han
Clyde.
Solo, it got to be Han Solo against somebody.
Look at Danny's
hand-to-hand combat. So
Jerry and Arch.
Jerry and Arch.
Which one of them is Chewie?
I don't know, but
Laurel and Hardy.
Drax versus Chewie, but Drax is really strong. Drax is
What's
a really
another
strong
duel?
characters. What's up, Fatal?
Trying to think of what's
To be
another-
fair, I don't think
Vin
anybody's
Diesel.
nobody's gonna guess this. Man.
Give us a hint.
You don't think
please.
so?
Give us a hint.
I bet somebody will.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
Okay, we're
yeah.
done because
Okay.
right after I said that, Carl guessed it. So
Well, why would you put it up? You're supposed to put the thing up.
Because
Fucking Kirk.
There you go.
get
Oh
the
my
hell
God.
out of here.
Who out of these
What the
toothpicks is gonna
hell?
beat Chewbacca?
Dude, do you know? Okay. Listen,
No, 'cause
Carl,
I'm not
you
a
gotta tell him-
dork.
You got to tell him what a Vulcan is. Okay, a Vulcan.
Matt, you drinking, bro?
Yeah, he's been drinking that heavy shit, man. Beam me
Hey,
up, Matt.
Okay. Apparently, you guys don't know.
No.
Okay.
Educate
Either
us.
way, Edward Diaz.
You have.
That would have been a
Captain
better
Chris
one.
Hampton.
Yes,
Chris
Edward
Hampton.
Diaz hit it right on the money. That would have been better. Boba
Yeah.
Fett and Black Chrysanti against Chewbacca and Han Solo. That would have been
I
better.
don't know who Black Chrysanti
But he
is.
doesn't.
Maybe
You guys,
Matt
he
took
doesn't
his
pick.
shots beforehand.
It's not normally the same IP. Like we
Right.
hardly ever do in the same universe.
Well, we could, but
No, I know,
we
but I'm
don't.
just saying that would have been a better, a good matchup right there.
Okay,
Perfect
There
exit
you go.
point.
Scrape in the barrel.
So you listen. You guys probably don't know. I guess you guys maybe Pudgy probably is the most, maybe the most versed on Star Trek.
Well, I watched Star Trek just as much as Pudgy did.
Okay, you're probably right. You too. But now you know.
Wait, really quick, guys. John's got to take off. So
Sorry, Matt.
John,
I gotta
do you
bounce,
want to
guys.
pick your matchup? Before
No,
we
I
go?
don't even want to. Like, I don't know anything about Star Trek. This is a perfect exit point because
He's
I like-
disgusted.
Wait,
I like
John,
to do things that were within the year of birth, my year of birth.
John.
Oh,
John,
fuck off. You weren't born in 77 either. What are you talking about?
John, you want to know
The
what the
fuck
hit
outta
was, right?
here.
Huh?
It was sitting right behind me, man.
Who's that? Bigfoot?
The Gorn.
The Gorn, bro.
Come on, man. You guys, come
I'm
on,
gone.
man.
I don't know if that's Gorn. I'm gone. I don't know.
Oh,
Like this is.
Thanks for joining us. John. Appreciate
It's
it.
always good to spend time with you guys. Good luck on that selection because that's.
Calvin, are you
Calvin's
doing
like, what
this?
did I join, buddy? I'm out of here too. See you guys.
Holy shit.
Good night, John.
Later, John.
Take
You
care,
guys
John.
don't know. You guys just don't know. That's the problem.
I will
Oh,
be
all you youngins.
I know.
I mean,
used to
I
watch
never
Star
really
Trek.
liked
I
Kirk.
watched I watched all this series of these Star
Look
Treks,
at Luke.
all of them. So I know.
Well, okay, so let's get into
You hate
Kirk
to
and
see it.
Spock. All right, you have Captain Kirk, James T. Kirk.
Who has
He
no
is-
hand game? His hand game is whack.
Are you kidding me? He's a martial artist.
His pimp
You know how many
hand
times
is
he got
strong.
his ass? How many times he got his ass whipped on Star Trek?
Dude, how many?
How
What
many
is Han
times did he
Solo-
get his ass whipped in Star Trek, bro?
He doesn't. He always wins. He always fights back.
No,
Then he does his little karate chop thing.
He wins when it comes to using this enterprise by cheating, but when it comes to that hand-to-hand combat, he has gotten his ass kicked, bro.
And Han
Those
Solo
are
and
banging
Han Solo's
ladies.
is a martial artist and he knows stuff.
No,
He's a
but
captain.
but he's blown somebody off. He's blown somebody in their head before they shot him.
And Kirk hasn't. Come on,
No,
man.
Kirk has never shot nobody first.
Get
Han
out of
Solo has.
All right.
I know Star Trek, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Pudgy to
So-
Enterprise.
Remember,
Priority
Ricardo-
transmission.
Ricardo
Beam
Montalban
matter.
beat both their asses.
Beam matter.
Yeah, that's Khan. So, and then you have Spock, who has high level intelligence. He's a Vulcan, or he's half Vulcan.
Oh, man.
Which means he's three times the strength of any normal human being. So he also has the Vulcan mind meld, and he also has the Vulcan nerve pinch.
Rashid's already in. He's like three thumbs
So-
into IG already.
Yo,
he's like, fuck.
yo, Pudgy.
He's like, fuck this shit. I'm on Instagram. I'm out.
Pudgy, how many times have they played the same? How many episodes of the same Star Trek have they played for years?
Oh, there's only like oh geez, how
No,
many?
but I'm saying, but
There's
for
3
how long?
seasons.
For how long at 11 o'clock were they playing this show?
Oh, for 100 years. No, literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has Spock ever put that Vulcan bullshit on a Wookiee or an animal?
Well, he's done. I've seen him do.
He's done on.
I've seen him do mind meld.
He's
He
doing
does the
mind meld on
mind meld,
aliens,
No,
and
but-
he's done.
but not the
touch
neck,
though.
the nerve grip.
the neck pinch. You got to have a neck to be able to get the neck pinch.
Chewbacca
So he
has
does
a
it
neck.
on.
Chewbacca has.
No,
a
I'm.
neck.
Oh my god.
He's done it on other aliens. I seen him
Spider
do it on
said,
aliens.
beam your head
You
out
got another
your
picture,
ass.
Eddie, or are you just gonna keep on the same picture?
Oh yeah, my bad. I was.
Well, we know
paying
it's-
attention to the chat. I'm sorry.
Like,
Don't yell at me,
Matt,
man.
don't worry about the
God.
pictures. I don't know if it's going to strengthen your argument, but go ahead.
Well,
Yo,
they both have.
But you know
photon
already
phasers.
Star Wars gonna win this one because I'm Star
No,
Trek.
that's just
Star
'cause-
Wars. Nah.
That's just because you're a Star Trek fan. That's why you just like Star Trek better than you like Star Wars better than Star Trek.
No, I like
Trek.
Star Wars better, but all right. Lord have mercy.
You know how strong friggin' Chewbacca is?
Look at Sam. What kind of a prick?
You know how strong the Gorn was?
We're saying that's about speed. That's right. It's all about speed, Eddie.
Oh,
There you go.
man.
See that? Kirk and Spock is like, Marvin Hagler and Floyd Money.
I should have got that clip. From.
And what's the
Princess-
intelligence level? What's the intelligence level of a Wookiee versus Spock versus Vulcan?
Ooh, you hate to see it.
Well, you know what it is. If they're doing like a double team up, I already know that. Okay, Han Solo definitely gonna watch Chewbacca's back,
What's up,
and
man?
Chewbacca's gonna watch Han Solo's back. And if you're talking about Harrison Ford in the 1977 against Kirk, I'm going with Harrison Ford. I'm going with Harrison Ford.
Massage ready?
Massage. He's a licensed
That's the
massage
Vulcan mind
therapist.
meld.
It's a Vulcan mind. So you guys don't even know.
He's a massage therapist.
Let him try that on.
That's
Let
a
him try
Vulcan
that on
mind meld. I
Chewbacca.
know what it is.
Let him
I
try
don't.
that
I
on
didn't
Chewbacca
watch
and see
Star
what
Trek because I thought the original Trek was super corny and campy as fuck. But
Star Trek was it was a good show.
The new
I
ones
watched-
are pretty good. The new.
I watched The
new
Next
ones are good.
Generation. I liked Picard.
Hmm.
I did not like Kirk personally.
Oh,
The
Nathan.
only thing Kirk, in my opinion, was good at was bagging alien ladies.
Nathan, it's Chewie and Han versus Spock and Kirk.
I have the Enterprise right here on standby, ready to lock in on Matt.
There you go.
Whenever Matt is
There
ready
you
to
go.
leave the
Oh,
planet's
man.
surface, they
There
are
you go.
locked in
Recorder.
on his signal.
You know what it is, Matt? Also, seriously, a lot of people didn't watch this show. That's on the
true.
panel and in the chat. So
Yeah.
a lot of people
A
is
lot
not
of them
gonna not to be biased against it because you're right. Spock did have strength, but a lot of people don't know these guys like that. So it's gonna be hard. That's why I feel like it should have been Boba
Dude.
Fett and Black Krrsanti against
Yeah,
Han
but-
Solo and Chewbacca. Let's keep it real, but a lot of people would rather that matchup. That would have been.
Listen, I can't help
I'm
if they
just-
don't know. I mean,
All right. Yeah, but you have to though. You have to because how's
Have to
people
know
going to
the
judge if they're
audience,
look at
yeah.
Kirk. Look at Kirk playing with teddy bears.
You remember the tribbles?
I know, but I'm just saying for real. A lot of
Yeah,
people
but
not
come on,
going to
man.
be able to
You know,
judge.
but
it.
Thank you,
come on,
Sean.
man.
That's very,
Look
very,
at, you know
very
how
accurate.
smart
Sean's-
Spock is. You know how smart Spock is.
All right, Pudgy.
I think.
How many people going to know about this show that's on the chat?
Well, I agree
Has
with you.
watched it.
I agree with you, especially this iteration of Kirk and Spock.
Right.
They may have seen the Chris Pine remake, or some TV shows that allude to them in some way or another, like Spock's in the
I
new.
mean, I watched the '80s movies when they
Um,
were older.
Yeah,
Yeah, but this is-
but knowing
You guys are just
knowing-
thinking. You guys are only
Yeah.
thinking hand to hand combat. You gotta look. You gotta think outside the box, man.
But you're
what
not.
else are they
You
gonna
have
do
to give the description though. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're not
Right.
saying if you're not saying hand to hand
What's-
combat, Chewbacca and his bowcaster and Han Solo. I mean, these guys are cowboys. They used to blasting. Remember, Kirk and Spock are not cowboy type dudes. They're not.
they're peaceful.
Spock
first.
is more like I feel that Wookiee, if I get close to him, logically, how he speaks, he'll rip my arms out of my socket. So logically, I need to keep my distance away from him.
I need to keep away from his
Yeah,
ass.
So you gotta describe the scenario. If you talk about hand to hand combat, I'm going with Han Solo and Chewbacca. Now, if you would have said that Han Solo against Kirk, he whipping Kirk's ass. But if
See,
you
no, I
would
don't
have
agree
said
with that. I don't agree with that only because I never seen Han Solo like fists go to fists. Kirk goes to fists all the time. You know, I seen Han get into running gun battles, laser battles,
but
but
look
I
what
never seen him
look
go
what
fists.
but Pudgy, look what Matt said.
Mhm.
He
So
just said he didn't say necessarily hand to hand combat. So are you
Well, then they're
saying
both
gun?
shooting lasers at each
Right.
other.
But
So it's
I just feel that a better
it,
fight,
you don't
a
think
better
you don't.
fight would have been Boba Fett. Now, if you told me
I,
Boba Fett against Han Solo and then Black Chrysanthemum against Chewbacca,
I don't even know
that
who
would
Black
be a
Santa is.
perfect matchup.
quick question:
He's
Do you
another
think
Chewie.
that Kirk would set his phaser to stun, or would he set it to kill immediately?
it would depend on the ground rules upon entering the arena.
Because
Yeah,
Han
but I'm just
Solo,
saying. But I don't think at any point in time there's going to be ground rules, and Han is going to be a rogue, and he's going to do what he's going to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Arc
but
is
Han,
breaking the
Han
fourth
was
wall.
never Han was
So
never portrayed as a murderer, though, right? As an out cold murderer. No.
he
And
actually is.
Kirk wouldn't either. Was he a
Yes,
murderer? Like he would cold
he
blast
killed
you to
Greedo.
get out?
But that was the big thing about Greedo. He murdered Greedo.
That's true. That's true. The cantina scene.
Right.
Right. Right. True. Yeah. There you
yeah,
go.
but I see Han
There
Solo
you go.
as just like Art said as Indiana Jones type guy, right?
Well, all right. If
Um,
you say
and
Indiana
I don't
Jones,
see him as you know
Well, then I
as
see Kirk
Captain
as
Kirk. I mean, if you were to talk about a battle of wits and this kind of thing, come on, man. There's no way you put Han Solo and Kirk up into the same page.
no,
I
but
mean, like you said, he's a renegade cowboy. Kirk is a captain, an
but
admiral, a
guess
martial
what?
artist. I mean,
But guess what?
he's the whole
When you
package.
say a battle of wits, if you one on one, if you saying in the ring, it's who's gonna get the best jump on who. Now, if you say battle of wits of maybe,
I'm taking Kirk all day long. Sorry.
I
There's no way.
disagree. I'm going with
Well,
Han
That's
Solo.
cool.
Let's get into it then.
But that's why I picked. But see, I see Han Solo as the weaker of the four, and that's why I kind of had to try to find some sort of matchup with.
You know why I
the
don't see
Wookiee.
that? Because just how Kirk has cheated, he's cheated everything to
Yes,
get.
he's cheated
He's cheated his way. Han Solo will do the same thing. So I don't know how you can say he's the weakest. When Greedo had him up in the cantina, he was already, as he was talking to him, he was rocking him to sleep. Meanwhile, while he's rocking him to sleep, he had his gun already pointed at Greedo and shot him. So who's more devious?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
Kirk probably would have had him. Kirk probably would have had him fall.
Kirk has
drunk
never
before he was able to pull his gun.
Captain Kirk has never murdered somebody like Han Solo has.
Pudgy the Enterprise, lock in on Matt's signal. Prepare to beam up. Kirk out.
Like I said, Kirk.
Start the voting, guys.
Yeah, start the voting because Kirk has never murdered anybody.
Is there a poll in chat? I didn't know there's a poll in chat. Oh, we're just gonna do a panel.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on the panel.
Office
'cause
work.
I
Jesus
don't know how
Christ,
to
Art.
do. You can
Jarhead,
put
I
your
don't-
vote in the
Jarhead,
chat, but I don't know
I
how
don't
to
hear
do
you
polls.
because
Sorry.
you've been around this thing. I don't hear you talking. You've been around this.
I mean, you made some valid points there. I mean,
Because remember, you've never known Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk has never murdered
so
anybody.
if it was like a spaceship battle, I would say Captain Kirk and Spock.
Nah,
Enterprise.
against the Falcon.
Yeah, Enterprise, man.
The Enterprise is like a battleship.
Steve put
Yeah,
the poll up for
I
us.
would say if it's a spaceship
Which
battle,
one is
that
all right?
Kirk
Which
would
one?
win.
Which one is
I mean, and
faster?
it's got shields, right? So
Yeah, but which one is faster?
Yeah, you're
And
talking
Spock will
two
neutralize the
different
engines
worlds.
from distance.
But I don't think we're
neutralized
talking a spaceship battle here. I think we are talking basically.
No,
melee.
we're talking. Well, we're talking basic
if,
general
if,
and
if,
everything.
if we're talking spaceship battle, I think the Enterprise will win that battle.
Nah.
But
Enterprise got
but
his ass.
hand-to-hand
whooped.
combat, I think Chewie would win that all day long.
Yo, the
despite
Enterprise got his ass whipped plenty of times. Plenty of times.
See,
That's
the way
just
I
to
see
make
it-
the story interesting. That's all.
See, I think so you think Chewie could take out both Kirk and Spock, or
Yes.
just Spock?
Yes.
Yes.
He's gonna have Chewie take out Kirk and Spock, board the Enterprise, fuck up everybody on the Enterprise, and then fly it.
If
That's
they
what
do
he's
not have, put like this, if they do not have a weapon to either shoot Chewie, yes, Chewbacca will take out both of them. Yes.
The bowcaster is
I don't know.
really powerful
I've
too.
seen
Now,
Chewbacca in
if you-
handcuffs all the time.
But if you even go with weapons, if you got to remember one thing, if you go out with weapons, Chewbacca, if I'm correct, is older than Spock, and he's lived longer than Spock. So I think he has more experience.
You know what would be a good fight on the Enterprise? Worf and Data versus these two. I think Worf and Data would destroy.
Yeah, but see, it's still unfair because
but
Data is
Data's
the
a robot.
android.
Data's a
He's
cyborg.
an android. Yeah.
I mean, he's a character. He's a humanoid character.
But like you said,
He
I
has
agree
some-
with you. The Worf.
How about
Yeah,
Worf
Worf
and
will match
Professor
up.
X? Worf and Professor X.
Jesus.
There you
Nah,
Well,
Professor
he
has
can-
to get his ass whipped.
Well, no, Professor.
go. Number one, help me.
Well, Professor's
Hey.
enhanced. Professor's enhanced, so he can.
I give
telepathy.
you that though. Worf against Chewbacca, that would be an interesting fight. But not Captain Kirk. I mean, not Spock.
I think Data would win that fight versus Chewie.
But he's an android though.
I mean, he's got sentience.
Well, you talking about Data? What you said, Worf or Data? Data.
Data.
Nah, Data's gonna get his own. He got his body. He got his body ripped apart before.
Yeah.
The dude's ridiculously strong.
No, but not against a Wookiee can rip a robot's body apart too.
I think it'd be a good fight. I think Data would still come up on top of that one.
Oh man, here we go. I'm talking to the
You
man
just don't
that
wanna
said
hear it
that
'cause it's Star- you just don't wanna hear it 'cause it's
Nightcrawler's
Star
father
Wars.
Sabretooth.
I mean, he is by the old continuity. He is.
No,
They-
he's not.
they changed it.
No, he's not,
we
man.
can get back on this.
Oh man,
my
nah,
God.
Get back on
nah,
this?
I'm not gonna get back at this. I'll let the people take their polls, but I already know who I'm going with. So.
So let's well, Buck, I don't know if you're there. If you are there, we can start with Buck, but if not, we'll go to Pudgy.
Goodness gracious. I am the world's biggest Star Trek fan, especially the original series. I don't know exactly what the parameters are of this battle. I would say if it's hand to hand, Kirk is going to win, but Spock is not going to. If they're pairing up, Spock is not going to beat Mr. Wookiee. So it's Spock's logical. He might figure out Captain. The odds of us winning this fight are 3,726.2 to 1. And then it's time to beam up. You know? So
Beat me up and get me the fuck out of here.
yeah, when you're talking a humanoid, it's a humongous physical strength. And you're talking just hand skills, just hand skills? Yeah, it's gotta go to Wookiee.
Are we so that's one for Han and Chewie?
Yeah.
Matt, are you voting or are we skipping you until the end?
No, you can vote me. I don't care. I got Spock. I got Spock and Kirk. I think intelligence and strategy will overtake into it. And what's the word I want to look?
Next week, I hear HBO is going to have Albert Einstein against Mike Tyson.
You know what? You take. Okay, Pudgy, take him outside that ring.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Inside the ring, outside the ring, it depends.
If you take Tyson outside that ring, he doesn't do nothing. So if
the battle is to solve for the X factor, it'll solve for Y. That's different. If the battle is who's going to get knocked out.
Yeah, I'll go with Einstein versus any day.
So we got 1-1. Rashid, I'm assuming.
You already know, man.
Next.
I'm going with the Wookiee that's going to rip both their arms out, and Han Solo that's going to blow them both in the head.
Yeah,
with a gun.
He's gonna fall. Wookiee's gonna fall into a trap because he didn't see it.
There is no trap. It's arena. Well, it's all
Well, that's the thing. The premise, you got to give the premise of the battle.
Okay,
For this
all right.
for this argument to have any kind of.
I don't know. To me, it's more like a generalization. I mean, you got to look at the entire thing in its entirety. That's the way I see it.
Oh no! Anybody who wants to argue for one or the other could easily come up.
But that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, what are the more pros versus cons. If you look at everything in its totality, you take
listen.
like
on the creature you just showed, the Gorn. There was an episode in Star Trek where these all powerful beings wanted to stop the Enterprise and another ship from having this galactic war. So he just took the captains of the two ships, put them on a remote place by themselves, and said, instead of risking all these lives,
right,
you two are going to fight to the death, and whoever wins, their people win. Right. So it's Captain against this big fucking dinosaur type dude, who is kind of like a Chewbacca in the sense of this tremendous strength and everything. But Captain Kirk ends up beating him because of his smarts, and he uses science. He figures out how to build a weapon out of natural resources and basically makes a cannon out of like phosphorus and rocks and shit, and takes him out with this weapon because of his smarts.
But
you got to give a scenario.
Thank you.
But
You
know,
just did it.
a
lot of these guys don't know that. But Rashid, you know that.
But hold on, you gotta understand also. This is what you forget. This is some Land of the Lost looking creature. Do you not forget that Chewbacca is a man, is a creature at arms.
Okay,
so he knows how to make weapons.
Yeah.
Also, because remember, all Han Solo told him did in the Force Awakens was plant the charges. He knows how to plant bombs also. So what makes you just like when in Solo, he immediately became the second in command of the ship. She says, "You know what you're doing," and he said, "Yes." He started flipping switches and knowing what he was doing. So you cannot compare this creature's intelligence to Chewbacca's intelligence.
I don't know about flipping switches because the Russians sent the monkey into space. So
Oh, come on, man.
So we don't gotta go flipping switches.
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
So Walton, we're at 2 for Han and Chewie and 1 for Spock.
I'm voting for Han and Chewie. I'm not voting for Spock and.
Okay, we got 3 for Han and Chewie. Jarhead, what say you?
What did Buck say? I'm sorry,
Are we talking?
Buck wasn't here. Is Buck back?
No,
he's not here. If Buck comes back, he could vote. But
are we talking new and old Spock, or just old Spock? Because the new Spock in the new movies is pretty badass, dude.
Yeah, I'm talking.
No, we're talking about this Spock right here. Spock right here.
It doesn't.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, all these pictures are from
these are the two
days of Leonard Nimoy. It's not.
I started to put the Chris Pine up.
Leonard,
but they played the
Nimoy,
same character.
No.
Okay, let's pretend you're reading a book then. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Man, this is crazy.
Yeah. Why is it crazy, man?
Because
I mean, you're talking characters.
Because let's keep stop that. If you're talking about these characters, because you wasn't, you would have had pictures of the new Spock and the Spock that said the character.
Okay,
be transparent.
So I started to put those other two up, but here's the thing: if you go back and watch the movies, they are the same characters, and they are the same thing. They just show up at a younger age. That's all it is.
But that's not right, because the same people. Hold on, because the same Harrison Ford is the one playing Han Solo, and you can't just change Kirk to that other Kirk. Is this Kirk against the 1977 Han Solo?
But my point is they never changed the Han Solo. But
hold on,
so they didn't.
Don't confuse Jarhead. You're going with this
Jarhead.
Kirk,
Okay,
and please.
Don't confuse me.
Okay, wait a minute, Rashid. I need to ask you this question. I need to ask this question. What's the difference of the guy who played the new Chris Pine playing Kirk, and
if there's not a problem, Matt, then why can't you just use these guys, because they came? It was an older show. Star Wars was an older movie. Use this people right here that we're looking at. That's it.
There's definitely there's a bit of a difference between the new Spock and the old Spock, because the new Spock gets it on with Zoe Saldana. Okay.
Yeah,
the old Spock.
Okay.
The old Spock was powerful because he was frustrated, and he only had sex once every 7 years.
My point is, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. Well, that's just because they did an alternate thing.
See, now
it's the same. Listen to me.
Remember
in the movie?
You kind of help persuading his thoughts.
No, I'm not.
On those characters, then these characters we looking at.
I came up with those thoughts myself.
No,
here's what I think about that myself.
No, but but guarantee you, if you keep it this way, then If this,
Okay, listen to me.
don't do that. Just keep it this way.
All I'm saying is, listen to me. All I'm saying is, it is the same character because if you remember in the movie, they had the older version of himself, which was Leonard Nimoy, right? Do you remember that? So my point is, it's the same character. I just didn't put the other two guys up. But if you want to, I don't understand what the difference of the new and I didn't know. That's the reason why I didn't do it because I didn't think there was a difference between the new ones and the old ones. I thought it was the same one, just a younger version of it.
All right,
all.
that's like the same. That's like me using the guy from Solo. I'm just saying, the pictures that you putting up, use those characters. That's it.
Okay, like you said, characters. It's the same character.
Oh Jesus.
Go ahead, Jarhead. Let's keep it going.
I'm gonna go Spock and Captain Kirk.
Oh my God.
It's a military man. He knows.
If we're going the same, like, the new characters and the old characters, Spock and Kirk.
So what are we at now? Are we at 3 and 2 or 3 and?
It's
Buck
3
didn't
and
go.
3, I
So
think.
Pudgy, you said Han and Chewie, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Based on
1,
the
2.
parameters I understood, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's 3 and 2.
3 and 2, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Calvin.
Are you voting, Matt?
I did.
Me and Matt are gonna vote. You did, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he voted for Spock, I think.
All right. Go ahead, Calvin. If you tie it up, I'll be the deciding vote, I guess.
I gotta go Han and Chewie.
You hate to see it, Matt.
All right, Calvin, back it up.
I'm just saying.
You did watch Star Trek, though, right?
I watched. I mean, I remember watching some of it as a kid, but I definitely have seen a lot more Star Wars than I have the Trek.
Okay. All right.
Let's go back to Han and Chewie. I think the hard thing is you put Star Wars versus Star Trek. At the end of the day,
in a sense,
people are gonna look at Star Wars and that's gonna win. I think.
I mean,
No, but
again, if you were talking the ship, I would vote for the ship, like a space battle with the ship, with Enterprise all day. But we're talking the characters here, in my opinion. So,
like, if he would have said Worf, that's something different now because Worf is a warrior also.
Klingon.
I didn't think about. What if I did Picard and Worf?
Nah, Picard will get his ass kicked.
Yeah, Picard would go out for tea.
I like Picard, but yeah, you're right.
That was
What about that shape changer from Deep Space 6, the security guard? I forget his name.
Deep Space 9.
Yeah, 6, 9, whatever.
Inflation, it's 6 now.
Now you gotta get more. You gotta get more of a human to fight Han Solo. Maybe you know what? Who was the second
Number
in command?
1, Riker.
Yes, probably Worf and Riker.
Worf and Riker
against Han Solo would probably to me would have been even to me. I could see Worf giving maybe Chewbacca maybe a problem. You know, I think that would have been a problem.
Well, there you have it. That was the matchup this week.
That was a good. I mean, you struck a lot of conversation there.
Without Star Trek, there would be no Star Wars.
Yeah, I think Edwin said that. I think.
True.
Is that true?
That was a good one, man.
Yeah, it showed the viability of science fiction.
Yeah, but I think I'm just saying I was trying to get at whether or not that was true with regards to George Lucas.
I appreciate you, Matt. I appreciate you. I just want you to know.
And you have no idea how it pains me to vote against Kirk and Spock while holding a communicator.
You have no idea. It's okay.
Oh, that's communicators.
I brought the Gorn out, man. I even brought the.
I thought that's what you pulled up. I saw you use it a minute ago. I was like, I think, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I said you can't see. You guys don't know the hints of what's next. And
it fell off the battery charger. Otherwise, it would have made noises and stuff too. But it wasn't
Steve
on the
said,
charger. So.
with 30 votes, 80% for Han and Chewie. Thank you for the poll, Steve. Okay, guys, we're getting into pictures. We got a good amount of pictures. I didn't count how many, but we got some good pics. I wanted to talk about this really quick.
Buck didn't vote.
Nathan said, "I just finished putting together the sideshow Dark Knight Returns
Oh,
piece,
really?
and I got to tell you that this is some of their best work. It has its flaws, of course, but this piece is really special. Nathan, if you can, man, I mean, join in, or I think I got space
Wow.
for one more, or send us pics, man, and we'll talk about
You
it.
got space
at
for
the
2
end.
more, buddy.
I don't know how it works. Well, thank you though.
Walter's the sysadmin.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're getting into picks now, and this is shipping now. This is the Queen Studios Nightmare Batman, I believe.
Damn shit.
They've shown pictures of this, and apparently the production pieces aren't painted that well.
It does look different than the prototype did. It looks like, I feel like the wings were a lot more see-through, and they looked a lot different. This picture is kind of dark, but here's one of the portraits. I don't know.
Didn't
Queen
this
is
sell for
not
like a
known
really
for
good price
execution.
too? Wasn't this a really good price
All right,
too?
Nathan.
Maybe I'll get this.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good
but
price.
For the most part, Queen is not known for their comic pieces. They're mainly known for their busts.
Like Dolly Part.
Jeez.
The eyes look like they lack detail. I think the teeth look good. I think the eyes.
The eyes are probably decals.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of Irish.
I think this was my favorite portrait on the solicitation photos.
I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, that mouth, it's got a lot of detail. You know, I think
I think
don't
the
think
body
it's bad.
paint is what a lot of people were complaining about.
Yeah, I can see that being an issue, but the sculpt and the head sculpt
Well,
looks
I'm not. The sculpt is a sculpt. It's just the paint is the problem. And I guess because of how cheap it was, you could always pay for a custom paint job, but that's going to double the price of the statue.
Yeah, wasn't this like 800, $900?
I could not tell you what it actually was.
Yeah, I think it was like $800 around there.
I feel like the paint came out a lot more flat than the prototype showed. Like I feel
Wasn't
like
the prototype a little more brown?
There was more brown in the wings, like more tan, and more tan in the lighter areas, and the blue was a deeper. I feel like it was deeper and more shades of blue, and I feel like the stone and the statue stood apart more than it does here, especially here. I feel like there's a lot of lost detail here.
That would really bug me if I went to go buy a statue expecting one thing and this came, you know.
Yeah, I hear you, man. A lot of people wanted that piece, man. That's crazy. I think this is DT, right? DT did an
Yeah,
unboxing of
DT
this
was
week.
showing this piece right now. I haven't watched the video, but I know that's.
This is this Kingdom Come Green Lantern.
Yes,
I have no idea anything.
it's
about
inspired
Kingdom
by
Come.
the art of Alex Ross.
Oh wow!
The whole Kingdom Come story is done by Alex Ross, so it's actually a really good story.
I think this piece looks pretty sick. It comes, you see here, it comes with the sculpted cape, and this is fabric, right, or is this just laying down?
No, it's sculpted.
Oh, okay. So one's just up and one's draping.
I like the one that's up better.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I like that.
There's a comic panel where he's doing this exact pose.
Here's a completely different pose when you got it laying. I like that. I like the look of that sort of taking off.
Yeah.
I like the sword too. That's cool.
What scale is this?
1/4.
Small.
There's still some available if anybody's interested.
Was this a custom piece?
Yo,
Yeah,
what's
it's
happening,
custom.
Nathan?
Hey everyone.
Oh, there we go.
I think they're doing a whole line of Kingdom Come too.
This group?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I know a lot of people love that book. And Alex Ross, obviously, a lot of people are a fan of Alex Ross. So
It's. I think it's definitely worth a read.
I gotta put it on the list, man.
Yeah. The art alone is worth it.
Here we have. This is the Galaxy's Edge Darksaber, I believe, and the EFX Mando helmet. I think I'm just going off of what I see, but that could be what this is.
Oh, that's the EFX, the hilt, the Darksaber hilt.
No, the hilt. The hilt looks like the Galaxy's Edge one to me, but actually,
But
in
that's
other pictures,
that's the Darksaber though, right? Is that?
Yeah, it might not be the Galaxy's Edge one. This might be a special because it didn't come with this case.
This is EFX, you said?
The helmet is EFX.
What
the
about
hilt
the saber?
I thought was the Galaxy's Edge one, but maybe it's not because I don't know if it came with this case or not yet.
Does it come with some attachment for a blade, or do you just have to pretend that it's there?
Usually, if it's like Galaxy's Edge or Hasbro, they do come with swap outs to attach a blade. But this might not be either of those. I don't know. It's definitely not the Hasbro one.
Does Master Replicas still do hilts?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, say it again. Do who?
Max
Master Replicas.
Master.
No, they out of business.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember also Prop Shop is out of business too, but Prop Shop used to do a wooden box like this one. But I don't think this is Prop Shop. Prop Shop's out of business.
Phoenix said he had that Kingdom Come Green Lantern on order. His only custom.
I thought about it, but I'm trying to stay away from DC. That's like my favorite DC story too.
That'll go good with your Kingdom Come Superman, Phoenix. Yeah, I don't know about this. I thought it was the Galaxy's Edge, but it looks a little nicer than that one. So I don't know.
Is that belt loop thing from the show too? Do they have a belt loop on the Darksaber?
I don't. I would think so, but I don't remember it having the loop on it in the show.
I don't remember seeing that in the show either.
So that might be a Galaxy's Edge thing then, because they put the loops on there. Then we have collector picks. This is Charles. I'm not sure exactly who, but this is the Court of the Dead stuff, which looks really cool.
When you see a large Court of the Dead collection together like that, it is so impressive. One of the collections I saw last year in some of my travels, the guy, one of these guys had a lot of those, and it was just cool. Those things are really impressive. Some of Sideshow's best work right there.
Yo, Knight, thanks for tuning in, man. We shouted you out in the beginning of the show. Appreciate you donating your win like that, man.
They were supposed to come out with a life-size bust of the knight, the Skull Knight, the cave fit the Skull of the Knight. I don't know what happened.
Do you have any of these, Rashid?
Yeah, I got the Queen. You know, everybody know what happened in that situation. Nobody wanted it. And I had the Executioner, but I sold that one too.
Gotcha.
Some of these go for a real high dollar, right? But some are readily available. Is that correct?
The one that they did to the right, if you go to the right, this the first one of her, she was going for a lot of money. I forgot what you call it, the mermaid chick. She was going for a lot of money. She was probably going for the most.
Have you guys seen the XM? They have their own line, the Four Horsemen or whatever.
Yeah, I I like the Horseman.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I like two of them, Death and
Pestilence, right?
War.
But do you think it's worth the price they're asking?
I mean,
You know,
they're pretty big though. They're big. They're pretty big pieces though.
and they're pretty detailed too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not paying a licensing fee on these things.
I mean, I think the size, Walton, and is going to make up for that.
Yeah.
Big ass bases. Some of them have, you know, I mean, they have a character and they have an animal type character as well. So you're getting a lot for that. I mean,
you also could really love these pieces though, because you're gonna have a hard time selling them if you ever need to sell them for any reason.
Those
you talking about the Court of the Dead?
Or the Dead, or the new XM one, because there's no tie to it.
Yeah, if you buy these pieces, it has to be just a love for the art of it, you know. Because I know I did have trouble going to a comic book store selling the Court of the Dead, you know. But you buy this line only because you have a love for the art of it, you know.
Same with like the fit skill stuff they've done recently, like the Dragon Slayer and the Galaxy chick. Those
the bounty hunter.
Yeah, they're cool, but
Yeah.
the same thing applies. Like you'd have a hard time selling.
Yeah, but the sideshow pieces are significantly cheaper than what XM charges.
The only one
Especially
I
when
seen,
you factor in shipping.
The only one I seen that Sasha came out with, and it was a licensed piece though, but was the I don't know if you guys remember the heavy metal girl, that heavy metal girl. She's like a real piece. Like she always high on eBay for that piece.
That's the redhead in the cop uniform.
Oh, you
There's a lot of nostalgia.
No,
for
no,
heavy
not
metal.
that one.
You're
It's
talking about Tarna.
Yes.
Tarna, yeah.
She's always going high. The price on her is always high for some reason.
There's a lot of nostalgia for heavy metal though.
Yeah, now House of Dog is making some as well, which look great.
I wish Buck was here for this next one. This is for him.
Huh.
You got
He's
Primal
got that
and
piece
Goku
coming in,
and
too.
Vegeta.
I'm pretty sure
the
Buck
Vegeta's
has the
shipping
Vegeta
now,
coming in.
right? Hasn't?
Is it?
I think it is. I think people are starting to get it now.
Well, I know that he had it coming in. I don't know if it's shipping or not.
I don't know about Bucks. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah. I know Buck's had issues with his Goku and his eyes.
Yeah, I think they're working. I think he's working on that right now. But these together, man, these look sick, dude. And
Did you guys ever see the life size?
Look at this.
Wow.
This guy's name is Goku, right here.
Yeah, Goku.
Yeah.
They have a life size Goku.
Yeah,
they have a life-size
a
Vegeta.
couple. I think custom companies.
Oh, okay.
I saw a video of like a life-size Vegeta. I didn't see the video of the life-size Goku.
Are these 1/4 or 1/3?
These are 1/4.
Or 4th.
These look amazing, man.
Yeah, I like that art style too. Looks like animation come off the page.
The light ups are really well done. This guy did some good pics, man.
Yeah.
Like it looks cell shaded. Kind in the pics.
Use some HDR pics.
These are really cool. Here's a layout of his whole collection. This is Christopher.
I like the way he's got his room set up too.
He's got some
Looks
Funko
like
Pops,
he likes
man.
DC and DBZ, and that's about it.
Well, then you got some Witcher down here.
There you go.
Oh,
You got
okay.
some Witcher here. Is this?
Funko Pop.
Yeah, it looks like. Is that Witcher 2 maybe?
Yeah, that's
this
Witcher.
Is all Witcher. And then some more anime.
Oh God,
Some
Naruto,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
get it away.
Oh,
Kill
God.
with fire.
Wow.
Kill with fire? What are these
Quick
pieces
to
up here?
judge, aren't we?
Is this
I
Assassin's
don't like
Creed?
Naruto.
Yeah, that's Assassin's Creed.
That's a dope piece right there,
Amazing.
man.
That's nice.
Okay, next we got Avengers OG 1/4 scale from Sideshow. Premium formats and
John
comic
put this
cats.
together?
This is from not from John. I don't think John has all these.
No, I know he has a Thor. I didn't know
I
what
love
else he
that
had.
Thor, man.
Thor was
Also
very
like
nice
the
looking.
cap. I think the cap looks good. I think a lot of these look pretty good actually.
The Iron Man, Cap, and Thor are just incredible. And the Spider-Man woman is actually really good.
Aren't some
too.
of those 1/5 though?
They all look 1/4.
Thanks. Well,
that Thor is huge compared to everybody else.
it's questionable. I mean,
he should be though.
It's old Sideshow. I mean, their scaling may have been just a little off too. So
I feel like they're all pretty close.
I remember when that Captain America used to go up for a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who made that Bishop?
Yeah, I like that Bishop.
I have no idea. Look on the base. Yeah. Maybe
No,
that's
I'm
like
trying to figure that. I don't know. That's not the Bishop that I was. No, it's another.
It's gotta be
Bishop
custom, isn't it?
Yeah, but they have
Eddie
another
found it.
custom. They got another custom Bishop out there too.
Well, and he's fighting Nimrod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah.
You
It's
know who
not
does
this
it?
one, but no.
I didn't think Sideshow has made a Bishop yet. So
But
I
the
don't think
Nimrod
it's
is bigger. The Nimrod is bigger than that.
I hope XM makes him Bishop. That'd be awesome.
They'll XMify it. You won't like it.
This is the Infinity Studios bust of Sauron, Lord of the Rings, and this is the size of a person. Even
this
though
just
it's a
makes me
bust.
laugh.
Look at the size of this thing, man. Look at this guy. This is bigger than him.
I mean, he's probably like 5 foot, right?
Wow, Nathan.
Wow.
You hate to see it.
You made him into a hobbit. What the hell?
Does the Sauron look a little odd to you guys? Like the head's way too big and the body's small.
Oh, he does.
How stretched out
Dude.
the head is.
Yeah.
Wow, until you said that, I had
Aren't
never
those
seen it.
his normal proportions?
Oh, Buck's back. Buck, you missed DBZ pieces, man.
We did?
Yeah, we took a look at the Prime 1 Goku and Vegeta together. Oh, wow. You can never please him, man.
Were you getting that Vegeta?
But you're right though.
Yeah, I am. I
The
like them,
Sauron.
but-
He does look thin, right?
I thought it was
Yeah,
like-
Sauron looks like, I don't know, man.
His
yeah.
head's way too big. Looks like.
Or is his head way too big, or his body's small? His
They
chest.
may-
'Cause-
They may not be including the full torso. It could be like the front of his torso, sides cut off, part of the
more
back
armor
cut
that goes-
off.
Well, I mean,
but see the arms.
They definitely had a what 1/3 scale Sauron, and his head was just as awkwardly sized comparatively to his body. So
Pretty long.
Oh, they're definitely.
It's like,
Okay, this
Yeah,
guy's
he has
even
a
shorter
massive
than the
head.
guy you
They're
said was
definitely
short.
small.
So this guy's
That's what-
even shorter.
You know, it's funny because I've been watching the Lord of the Rings. You know, so not that I would get into it, but I always said I would get this piece. I would get the life size Belrog. You know, those pieces would be crazy.
I want to see
she
these guys
life
are
size everything now.
No, I'm just saying if I didn't have life size already, and I was into Lord of the Rings, these are the pieces I would get.
why retire now, Rishi?
A life-size Spock and a life-size Wookiee. Pose them together. And the death grip.
I don't know about you, Pudgy, man. I didn't know you was a Star Trek fan, man. I don't know we mean you
Big
could
time.
be friends no more, man.
Oh, come on. You stop that.
I don't know. You and Matt, man, y'all my enemies right now.
Hey, I voted for the Wookiee.
I
What the
know,
hell?
man. I know.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Did you guys see Luke's comment here? They
There
got
you go.
hobbits to pose it with. You hate
Man,
to
that guy's
Wow.
shorter than the other guy.
I want to see him in a wrestling ring.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna let that go.
Look at that's cool though.
Oh, it
Somebody
actually
got
comes to the ring too.
Somebody got this already on order though.
Precious.
I wonder if that's all polystone or if it's some of it's die cast.
Fiberglass, probably majority time.
Sauron, life-size head, half-scale body.
You think they made the ring out of real metal? Or you think they went like like some alloy, some nickel alloy or something?
It looks like
alloy.
I
metal.
think they at least like use sterling
pictures,
silver
at
or
least.
something.
I think they
and
use
then
the
gold
same.
for it.
You know the metal they use for Wolverine now, like the first one, the yellow one.
Mm.
That type of
Some
metal.
tin.
They
Some
may
kind of
use.
tin.
Yeah.
Is tin cheaper than aluminum?
The base is cool.
Yeah, I like the base.
I think it is. Yeah. Well,
But you got to have a
Nice
lot
color.
of space for this and the life size bell rod too.
I want
And
to see behind this.
Oh, what's in the? We have no pictures of the back.
No, like I just get the suspicion that part of the back is missing. Like it does look thin, but I feel like they cut down the size of the torso intentionally to save on the size and the weight and material, and you just get the
This
front
is
view.
Infinity, right?
I don't think they would do that though. Cut
I
the
don't know.
packs to the back. I don't know. I don't think they would do that.
It's covered with a cape, so
Yeah, but you're gonna see, even though when you're putting together, you're going to, because a lot of times these things are fiberglass. As long as it's hollow fiberglass, they're gonna keep the round shapeness of
Yeah, baby.
the torso.
So I had a show on Sunday. We had episode 4 of Chill the F Out. Talked about a couple different things, but appreciate the shout out, Steve, for putting that in the pictures. And then I was finally able to pick up my Breaker of Brimstone again. Steve got me a good deal, so I appreciate you.
Congrats, man.
yeah,
Thanks,
nice.
dude. I was able to get it for the same price that I sold mine for, which was like the collector's edition, wasn't even the exclusive, and so that's pretty cool. I kind of got to swap up to have the Stormbreaker, even though I don't really care for the Stormbreaker on this piece. Like I like having it like this, but
Yeah, I got Steve's Iron Man. So
you did?
Oh, you bought the XM Iron Man?
yes, sir.
Nice. Here's another collector's pictures of the Dark Knight from Sideshow that's shipping now.
Yeah, this piece is nice. I just sold mine to Corvo.
You did?
Okay.
Yeah, he picked it up. No, I didn't have it in yet. It was with Marcos at Collector's Own, and just taking a look at my collection and what pieces I still have coming in. I just felt like this was one less Batman I needed. So instead of canceling and losing my NRD, I have 2 1/3, Lieber Mayho and the Jim Lee Hush, and then I've got the Detective 1000 coming in as well.
Oh, damn.
So I just feel like this was one I could go without. So Corvo picked it up for me.
You bought Batman Damned? Is it because you said Lieber?
Yeah, I've got the Damned, the Joker that matches.
Okay.
Those are rookie numbers, Kyle. Yeah, you need to up your Batman game, man.
You hate to see it.
Well, I covered the rest with 1/6. How about I got vehicles? Does that count?
I'm joking, man. That's all I have is Batman.
Do you guys think
I
this
wish I
light
had
feature,
stuck to one IP.
Do you think this light feature, of course, it's going to be used a lot. My thing is be worrying about would it die out eventually?
Don't all items eventually die?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the main focal point of this piece is the light.
It is. Right? Yeah. It's nice and bright though. I saw it at SDCC. It's a nice piece.
I mean,
uses
for how
a
cheap
AC
Sideshow
adapter.
is.
What was that, Buck?
It uses the wire connection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has
it
a
does.
plug and a button too, I think.
It connects to the electrical at the base of that lightning bolt. As it sits into the base, the male end connects to the female end for the wiring to go up towards the tip of that lightning. So when you see it, it's very recessed in that base where that lightning sits, but the lightning itself it doesn't have any pegs. It doesn't key in. It just sits there. It does have a key. It has the male end of this electric connection, and that's it.
Do you want to pull yours up now, Nathan? Since we're
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, you got it in? Oh, let me see.
Yeah, I got it in today.
Nathan Big and Matt, you're muted.
Let me do this really quick.
Oh, thank you, Walton. I was sitting here talking to Nathan.
Sorry, Matt.
I shouldn't be looking at this dude's room right now. Damn.
Yeah. There you go. That looks good.
That looks nice.
So it's kind of flickering. I'm going to turn it off for now.
Well, I mean, is it flickering in person or is it flickering just on the camera?
No, it flickers in person, which is a cool effect.
lightning.
Lightning.
Well, lightning effect.
That's good though.
Lightning.
I don't think it's supposed to do that though, is it?
Nathan,
Yeah.
my main concern with the piece is the neck peg. Did that guy just not peg his neck in all the way, or is it sit out
So,
kind of?
Looks good there.
so this it's probably already been explained on the post, but the cape is one piece, and then the sculpt has a very long key, about I'd say an inch or maybe just over an inch, and it has a very very strong magnet, and so the head sculpt holds the cape into place. It just sits
Yo, Jesus.
loosely on the shoulders without the sculpt, but it does hold it securely. I have no fear of this falling. Let's see some of the, if you could see
Nice.
that good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Very good sculpting on
Yeah, I
this.
like that. I like how I show the fingers gripping the
Yeah.
battle rings.
But you can see tendons in the back of his hand. You can see ligaments down into the forearm.
Who
a lot of
sculpted that?
creases.
Bell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
He did a good job. I would have thought.
I
with
like these
Pixinelli
details right here.
fixed.
The knees all torn up. Yeah, I like that.
And then it continues all around, even in areas that are not so prominent, like under on his shin here, and on his knee here, it's cut up. And then the sculpt itself turned out really well. The teeth are
That
done
portrait is hot.
very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really impressed. The stubble effect on the beard is honestly very weak, but there's not a whole lot of negatives that I've found so far, but this is one of them. But overall, the sculpt is really nice. Just very lacking in beard detail, but it doesn't really bother me that much.
So I know this piece had a little bit of reflection paint. Is it bad or is it looking pretty good?
So yes, like down here. Let me adjust my lighting, see if you can see it a little bit better. Down there, yeah, there's a lot of that spray effect that I think you're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
And it does
But like on the
continue
back of his
up.
leg. Yeah.
Yeah, you see on his rear end there, and his thigh, and the back of his on his calf there, and even on the top of the head sculpt, it has some of that, which I didn't like that, to be honest. I'll turn it back around here so you can see that. On the front, it's not as prominent. It's mostly on the back, but on the top here, I guess there's a little bit. It's not as prominent. Yeah, but I mean, I see what they were going for, and I don't know really how else they would have done it, right? Because when that light turns on, I mean, it makes sense,
It blends in. It
Do
intensifies
you
the
think
effect.
that? Let me ask you this though. Do you think that the light up has the effect on its own without needing that paint there?
I would think so, yes. But I mean, if it's displayed in a very well lit room, then no. I mean, I'm to be honest, like all this stuff down here on the base, I'm not a fan of that. I think it's sloppy, but like it's just flat on top. Like there's no design to it. There's no curvature, or it doesn't branch out. It's just a flat spray on top. Like that's just lazy to me.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, this retails for what, 675, 650, somewhere. I
That
don't remember
range.
exactly.
Yeah, it was that range.
I cashed in all those points from 2020 when they were giving them out like candy. So I got this for pretty cheap, but it was a lot of points over several years that I saved up for this. So really happy with it. Biggest box I've ever had from Sideshow. And if you didn't know, surprise, surprise, they use straps in it,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
cool.
a first.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I've never
I
seen.
don't think I've ever seen straps for my Sideshow pieces.
And it's boxed like an XM, so the style of the styrofoam is very much like a XM styrofoam. and of course they have straps. And then there's 2 boxes inside this box. There's 2 styrofoam boxes, each with their own set of straps. There's there's some spongy type material in there where needed. It was packaged very well. The box opens differently, so that was another new thing. So when you open the top of the shipper box, especially with XM, you lift the lid out straight up. With Sideshow, you open it out like this, like a book. And this one, it opens like if you buy a shoebox, it opens on one side and opens out and then opens up, and it has those tabs that go into the side. Yeah, so it closes over the top and then it folds down to the side, and it has tabs that go in, and so you cannot just open the shipper box and then take the styrofoam out. You have to fully take the art box out, which, as you can see, is not, it gives a
cool art
show.
box.
Yeah. It's a cool art box. It's worth taking out to see. They put a lot of time and energy into the packaging, into the sculpt on this. Maybe not quite as much on the paint, but I'll tell you what, where the paint counts, which is on Batman himself, the paint is there, especially for a Sideshow piece. The paint on the base is not great, but overall, man, it's really impressive. I gotta say, just a mini review, but first impressions. I need to give it another look over, but
and
for someone, I have very little Sideshow pieces. Almost everything I have is either XM. I've got a bunch of I've got a good amount of custom, and then a few Sideshow kind of scattered, and a few others scattered. So I'm not really one to normally. I mean, I like Sideshow, but I don't get a lot of their pieces in. So, man, it's impressive.
Here's the plug and the button.
Yeah.
The edition size is 2,500.
Yeah, it comes with a European style plug and an American style plug. It comes with both, by the way. So there's the
Nathan,
stubble I was talking about.
This is what was scaring me, Nathan.
Yeah. His sits in flat.
Mine was sitting flat there.
Yeah. Yeah, the stubble looks
Didn't
more
take
like
it in all the way.
There was
messed up paint than stubble.
Some of these little rock pieces that go into the side of the lightning, there's like 7 of them. I had to put a little bit of force on those to get them to key in right, but the sculpt keyed in just fine for me. So I don't know if this is a defect or if this is operator error. Probably operator error.
Thanks for showing us, Nathan. Appreciate it, man.
No worries.
Congrats
I hope,
on your
it
piece.
showed up well.
Yeah, no, it was great, dude. Appreciate it.
Cool.
I might have to snatch this back from Cuervo. Damn.
Oh, damn.
It's good, man. I'll tell you what, it is very large. It is over 30 inches, so make sure you have the space for it. I'm displaying it open air outside of my shelving, and I have no other choice. So it's a big one.
Man, I think I have Talon coming in on Friday, and Black Suit Hush Superman coming in, if not this week, next week. So yeah, I already have a couple of big pieces coming in.
What's Talon going to be sitting next to?
I don't know yet. I need to find that space, but he'll be in that line right there somewhere.
I didn't realize Talon was already shipping.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got my notice early this week.
So Terry
did you
finally
get economy or did you get
standard?
Oh, you get standard shipping. How much was it?
Originally, I think when I ordered was like 200 something, and so I didn't feel like it was that bad. And then they gave me an initial email saying, "Hey, it got upgraded." It was like 3 something. It didn't jump up very much, so I just said, "Go ahead and keep it." No.
Yeah, my standard shipping on my Fabric Batman went from 294 to 1,073. So
God damn.
I decided to cancel the piece altogether. I was like, I don't want to pay 362 for boat shipping, and I don't want to pay 1,073 for air shipping. So I'll just pass.
Yeah, my Detective 1000, I think, is 450 from Sideshow.
Okay.
And that's like 60 miles up the road.
Huh.
I'm a truck driver. I can go pick it up myself. They won't let me do it.
You hate to see it. Terry finally got in his drown piece, and it looks awesome. He did a review of it too. If you guys haven't checked that out,
Great review, by the way, Terry, if you're listening.
these are good pics. But it looks really cool, man. I really like all the different texturing and things on it.
I like how you say things and texturing when your mouse is hovering over her tits.
I wasn't talking about the tits, but I
Are
do
they
like
big enough for
those
you,
too.
Walton?
Oh, they're plenty big.
Okay.
I only have issue with XM Jean Grey where she looks
Walton
like boy.
likes- Walton doesn't expect much when it comes to that realm.
Feel like a bag of sand, huh, Walton?
Jesus.
I really like this
Oh,
portrait.
man.
I think I prefer that portrait.
I think this looks a lot better than the XM one. I know Terry wasn't. Terry loves the piece, but he wished it had more emotion in the face, and I kind of agree with him. But I also think that the XM drowned looks like she got clocked in the face with her mouth because her mouth is kind of off kilter when she's screaming. So personally, for me, I'm not a huge fan of the XM drowned.
Have a lot of other people reported the same paint issue that Terry had mentioned down there on the base?
Oh yeah, you're talking about like the little weird splotch of paint on the back.
Yeah. I'm wondering if
He said that Art had it.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
I don't know if I don't think Art had the same issues with the staff that Terry had, where there's some like sloppy paint where her hand is grabbing the staff.
Yeah, here's a pic of them all together. I think it looks really good, Terry. Looks sick, dude.
Well done, Terry.
Kisa said.
Kesis, are you referring to my saying that it looks like XM Drown looks like she got punched in the face?
Wow.
She got like turned.
So, this is a picture of Jason's Balrog from Queen Studios, the smaller version. I think it's called Cinta or Cinda version.
The
It's
smaller
the 20-inch
version that comes
version.
on a pallet. Huh?
Yeah, it still came on a pallet, even though it's only like 20 some inches tall and 17 inches wide and a little less than that deep, I think. But here's so Jason is a YouTuber from the UK. His channel is called Haunt of the Collector, and he does a lot of Lord of the Rings content. There is some other things in there like Predator and some other movies that he's interested in. But if you guys are into Lord of the Rings and things like that, and he does reviews and unboxings and tour. He just did a room tour, so check him out. But he's a cool guy. Oh, thanks, Terry. Later, man. But yeah, this is after watching his review on this piece, I thought I need to get this because it's not bad. It's like it's pretty much a quarter scale to display, and then it costs around $800 retail, and then obviously you have to pay shipping and things. But it's pretty badass if you want a Balrog. I know Rashid's like it's not the 1-to-1.
Didn't he put this next to his Prime 1 diorama? It looks really good together.
Yeah.
He did. I don't think I have a picture of it.
It looked
but
really good together.
Yeah, he did that in the review. But yeah, I think it's badass, man. Still available from different places, so check that out. And then this is an older piece. I used to have this piece. This is the Iron Studios Odin 1/10 piece.
1/10, yeah.
But it's awesome. It's one of the best Odins out there, man. There's not very many Odins, to be honest, but it's really cool. We have some memes. Tax return season. Tax returns. My boss. Why were you late? Me. Watch your mouth. Namor. Red Bull gives you wings. That's funny, dude. That's actually pretty good.
Wow, it's like you just got the joke.
Walton, I will kick you the fuck out. How come 8 hours at home take 20 minutes, but 8 hours at work take 6 days? I
Yes,
hate to see
very
it.
fucking
That's
true.
definitely how I felt today, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way before social media, this is how we knew where everybody was.
Hmm.
That's very, very true. This is also how your bike got jacked, by the way. Syrup isn't available. What are you putting on these? This is
Where
an
do you
interesting
live, Eddie?
question.
Would you have made them if you had no syrup?
It's
I
hindsight,
mean,
man.
wouldn't you put like
Hindsight.
whipped cream and
You-
like some blueberries or something?
Yeah,
Listen,
I'd probably do. I'd do whipped cream or something like that.
syrup is one of those things. I have to buy the real
Jam would
thing.
be
Like
good.
I don't skip on syrup. I have to buy the real stuff, and so like I just wouldn't have made
Now,
pancakes, man.
it soaks it up,
Or
and
honey.
you still need to put more.
Honey.
I use honey. I don't use
know.
syrup.
Really? I feel
Yep.
like honey is. I can't eat honey in like
Yeah,
that
it's
would
not.
have a strong flavor. Like I could put honey in tea and things, but like just straight on pancakes like that, I feel
Yeah,
like
try
It would dominate.
try honey and blueberry pancakes.
well,
It's kind of
okay, I'll
sweet.
give it a shot.
No, it's too sweet.
Kisa said peanut butter
Think
until
honey's sweeter
everyone
than
good
syrup?
look.
I think I don't know. Syrup has a different flavor. I guess I don't know.
I thought you didn't do sugar altogether.
Lemon and sugar.
You said lemon and sugar?
That's some Aussie shit right there. I
Yeah.
don't know about lemon and sugar, man.
The hell?
Maybe you put Marmite on or Vegemite on your
Some
pancakes.
butter.
Pancake
butter.
eight.
Yeah, I hear that.
I would
Yeah.
put
Pancake
X-Men
lemonade.
sauce on it. I'm
Oh
with you, kid.
Jesus!
That sounds
Tomboys.
disturbing.
X-Men sauce. Yeah.
Who are we talking about? Cyclops or a Wolverine?
There you go. Nah, that means talk.
Why? Why is he
Matt,
calling
you're
me a monster?
Cause the honey.
I don't get it.
You need syrup, man. Honey ain't syrup. You crazy. What I want, what I can afford. Me after drinking a milkshake, knowing I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh Jesus! What the hell?
This is 100% true. Teacher, turn to
What the
page
fuck?
10.
Yeah, that looked like all my old textbooks. Every textbook had a dick drawing it. So
I remember these.
Mm-hmm.
It was a real veiny bastard.
Wow, it's actually a chode, man.
Do you remember they used to sell the,
Super
you remember
bad
they used to
references
sell the
here.
book covers?
What do you have on his neck?
What is it, Matt?
The dick.
Oh
What do
man.
you think?
What are y'all doing?
Dear Lord Matt, took you
What
that
are
long
y'all
to figure out
doing,
what's a dick?
Yo, Matt Pudgy, do you remember they used to have the book covers on them? Like you would buy the
Yeah.
book covers on, like
and we make a book cover out of like
Paper bag.
used shop
paper bag, yep.
shopping bag. Yep.
Newspapers.
Newspapers too.
Yep. You get the comic section. That would be cool, man. You try to read the comics while you're on the bus.
Kids these days will never know the feeling of seeing someone you know name in the book.
Look,
Hmm.
Michael
I
Jackson
don't-
was the last one to have it.
I don't
Yeah, right.
remember this at all.
Maybe it was stuck in the back.
but I
Yeah,
didn't.
they never-
on the
yeah,
book.
no.
I didn't
You
read.
never had to do. You never had to check out books, Eddie, from the
Well, that's
library.
why.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't fucking open them.
Wow.
Jesus.
Michael Jackson issued black, returned white.
Nice.
Wow.
It's fucked up.
Oh my god, I don't think Steve noticed that. That's horrible.
Yeah, look at the last thing.
What's up, D-Flex? I love a group that recognizes a random picture and knows exactly where it's from.
I know exactly where that's from.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm tired of you people. Oh my god. I don't want to read this one. I'm tired of you people. What do you mean, you people? What does it say?
Thanos is
What?
canceled.
Thanos pressured to give back Infinity Stones. Thanos claims he's not racist because he has black friends. Oh my god. Thank you, Steve, for throwing that on the stream that you're not a part of.
Robert
You
Downey.
prick. Good one.
It's classic.
So
Wait.
people are getting in their Hulkbuster from Queen. Here's it paired next
With
to
the
the
Queen
center.
Iron Man right next to it.
Someone posted a picture today of their box like had fallen off of the delivery truck and cracked the corner of it and broke one.
Did they give
piece out.
free?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Fill
'cause
up the
they.
truck, right?
It would appear they accepted the delivery.
Yeah, I
Nah,
wouldn't accept
I would
delivery.
inspect it right there. That's crazy.
Does anybody know that this come with a power source or is it batteries again?
It's all batteries, I think,
Batteries.
isn't it?
Man, what are they gonna learn? Like if
That's-
Sideshow could put a damn, not only that, but they give you 2 plugs.
Well, let's look actually. Here's a
and
picture.
they can't give you that for what $4,000 statue. They can't.
Yeah,
No,
that's
would you guys be throwing away the box, or would you keep it for this
Well,
piece?
that box is a what, like a nice box though.
so isn't it a crate?
Yeah,
It's a
it's,
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it's a
PowerPoint
crate,
case, isn't it?
but still,
It's a-
you
it
can
does
rent it
take
out in New York City.
a lot of space.
I see people using the box as a stand. That's
This
what
guy
they
has
do.
a nice house. I'm pretty certain he's got like an attic or something where he's
Because I
shoving
heard
the box.
somebody has said if you got life size, you might as well throw away the box and stuff.
Well, yeah.
I bet it takes up like 24 cubic feet or something like that. I bet it's. I mean,
Actually,
you've all seen how big it is.
You've got somebody who's bought life size. Do you have your Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite boxes still?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have a storage unit though, Rashid, that you rent?
I gotta get another one. That's the problem.
Another one.
So
that's
you
that's
already
one of the
rent
reasons.
one.
That's one of the reasons why I have to slow down because I'm paying storage.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I don't want my garage looking like some of these collectors that store boxes in their garage.
Have I got a solution for you?
If you get a discount, yeah, drop that line on me then.
I put some racks that hang from my ceiling in my garage this past weekend. 6 by 8 feet, 2 of them. Actually, and then another one that's 4 by 8 feet.
I still think this spear is stupid.
Bro.
But this is a great piece. This Hydra looks sick, dude. Like that.
I like the spear. I like the sword a lot more than I like the axe.
Look at this. This looks like reptilian skin, man. This is crazy.
It does.
It's really impressive.
Well, I like her. I like the boots and everything about this piece. So the only thing it's kind of like a downside for me is the portrait.
Yeah, I just, you know what, I just still love the Wonder Woman that has the bikini stars on, for the butt instead of the shit.
Melinda Carter.
Yeah, this is too much clothing.
Wow.
What's wrong with the skull, Walden?
On the portrait, I think your portrait looks kind of mannish.
Like Jim Lee drew her with the panties with the stars.
Yeah. He also drew her with pants on too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, the new Justice League.
Pants or long boots?
No, I remember them being like pants.
Oh, okay. But you don't like Wonder Woman with just the panty stars on instead?
I like the old school look, but I do like this new school Gal Gadot style. I like it too.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
There's swap outs for that Wonder Woman's portrait, though, is there not?
What?
Is there swap outs for the portrait on that? For like whatever bonus EX special bonus edition?
I'm not sure myself.
The hair looks really good. Oh, here's the
There's the
underwear for
booty
you.
shot. You gotta get a booty cam. That's all.
See, and that's, I don't know. Seems conservative enough.
I like the anatomy here. This is good.
Yeah.
This looks good.
Hold on.
This looks really good.
What do you think of the color choice on the, I guess, Venom or Creature's Blood there, the purple?
That's
It's weird.
Yeah, I think they should have used clear resin like that saliva. I mean, I know it's a reptilian, but you know.
That looks like a turtle's foot. I'm impressed with the Hydra, man. I think it looks really good.
Prime One does good work as long as I like the sword so much
looks
better
good.
than anything else.
That looks good.
Just don't like that axe at all.
I like the axe and the sword more than the spear, but I guess that's
What's
just
the collector's edition? With which one comes with that? Standard.
you got me. I have no idea.
Probably the sword. I would imagine.
The sword is deluxe. The axe is deluxe. I mean, the sword is standard. The axe is
Portrait looks
deluxe.
okay. Some people.
I feel like that's
Nathan.
right. Like
I think she looks all right.
Nathan, she looks like that episode of Seinfeld with the booth girl.
Does her neck look a little funny?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Like,
this
looks-
angle though.
Looks out of place.
Jarhead. It just looks like the angle makes it look weird.
It's those two white lines across the front of her neck. Why did they put those there?
Wrinkles.
And yeah, the color choice. Maybe it's just the picture, the angle. I bet it's the pictures. I don't know.
Her
I
neck
don't know.
is
It could
really
be.
long.
For me personally, I just thought the portrait wasn't very good. So
Her eyebrows are a little thick. I think if they thinned the eyebrows, it would do wonders for this thing. But
I think
Them
if you could
mascara, we
somehow
don't
get
have
the
time to
Archer
tweeze.
portrait, if you could get the Archer and portrait on this Wonder Woman, oh fuck you, Buck. Buck doesn't like the Archer and portrait probably.
hey, wrap that shit up. Apparently, we need to wrap it up. Someone's yawning over here.
I think that was his jizz sound.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly.
No, that was Buck dying inside when I said I like the Archer and portrait.
Oh. Sound like a dying giraffe.
Wow.
Here we go.
Here's a planning purposes for PCS. This is the pieces that they are showing in Q1 of 2023. We have TMNT. There's a new. Well, we saw the Donatello on 1/3, and then Last Ronin on motorcycle. So that's a new piece, quarter scale. The movie icons, we saw Clubber Lang. We've seen teases of Rocky 3, Rocky 4. I don't know if that's up yet or not. And then I guess they're doing Ghostbusters diorama, and they're starting with Egon in quarter scale. That'll be cool for Ghostbusters fans. I wonder if that's movie or animated. I'm guessing movie, right?
So wait. We had somebody in our chat that didn't know what Battletoads was. Does Eddie know what
That's me.
Battletoads is?
No, I
I was
don't
just
remember
gonna-
Battletoads.
I was
It's
just
a
going to
video
ask. They haven't showed that yet, have they, Walton?
No.
Oh man, I want to see it.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
It's a
I
video
guess
game,
it's
wasn't
a Nintendo game.
Made by
It's
Rare.
an NES game.
Like their
There was
first,
there was also a
first Rare
cartoon.
game, right?
I don't remember a cartoon. I definitely remember the NES game because I had
Yeah,
played
there
the
was a
crap out of
cartoon.
that game.
What'd you say, Nathan?
It was like the first game from Rare Studios. Like Rare went on to make things like GoldenEye,
Donkey Kong.
Really hard game, notoriously difficult game, but
Yeah.
it
Oh, wow.
was
Didn't Rare make Donkey Kong Country?
maybe. Not
And
sure.
then we have what Rashid is most interested in. We have Blade Diorama in 1/3 and Blade Museum in
So
1/3.
they're making two Blade statues.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So was the one
In
that they
1/3.
showed, was that the diorama or was that?
I'm guessing that was the
That's-
diorama because
yeah.
it looked like he was in action.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just get both, Rashid.
I
And
want
you
to see
have-
the museum pose also.
There's a picture of him fighting Wolverine that I thought that would be a good diorama.
Ooh. Is that
Yeah.
in the X-Force suit?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
the
X-Force
comic
suit.
book. That was the
Yeah.
Blade versus Wolverine.
That looks good. Didn't Sideshow do a art print of that?
Yes, I have it.
Then you have American Psycho in quarter scale. I thought we saw that, or was that 1/3 that we saw? Mortal Kombat, Melina in 1/3. Then you have Femme Fatals Aeon
Cal.
Flux.
Femme fatale.
Femme fatale.
Fatale? Femme fatales.
Yep. No,
Aeon
Femme
Flux
fatale,
in 1/3. Lady Death on Throne in quarter scale, which is crazy because they just did their Lady Death in 1/3. So, Killer Instinct, we got Fulgore and Saberwolf in both quarter scale. I know some people were interested in that one. Battletoads 1/6, Street Fighter Chun-Li Bust, which we saw, and Prince in 1/3, which they did the Prince in quarter scale on the bike, but I guess this is a new Prince.
Glad to see it.
And Prime 1 updated their Champion Edition of Black Adam to come with the correct cape and the blue eyes that he has when he's using his lightning or magic effect. So this is what he originally came with, which is inaccurate to the when he gets this suit, and he has the cape after that. It looks like they fixed the lightning bolt as well, because in the beginning of the movie, the lightning bolt is more like this, like rustic looking, and it barely lights up, and then his suit gets a little more vibrant after it changes to the gold edition. But here's the eyes. I know a lot of people like this piece, and a lot of people like this movie. I wonder if people feel the same way now that it's dead in the water, pretty much.
I know it's like buying a jersey of a guy that's been traded, right?
Yeah, it's.
This is Blitzway, so they're gonna make an assload of these too. They did that with the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and now they can't get the things away. They made like over 2,000 of those. Have they released what the ES is going to be on this?
Yeah. I want to say the Vigilante is around 100 or something, and the Champion is like 300 or something.
Oh, that's
like
not bad. That'll sell out, I'm sure.
They added
If it's that low.
the crown. I forgot the name of the crown, but it's the demon crown or that the villain wears. And then they're gonna have a bust. I guess they didn't show the bust originally, but they're gonna have a bust for the swap out stuff.
they're gonna have a bus stand.
Yeah.
Cool. Are we just getting? I mean, you only need one because there's only one bust, one extra bust. So unlike what the Fabric, where you get like 4 portraits, you need only one extra stand.
Did they update the Vigilante cloak? They're saying this is for the Vigilante. I wonder what this update is. I have to go back and look. Oh no, is it the portrait?
I don't think so.
I don't know. But
the hell you laughing
at? Here's some pictures of Pudgy's
Jokester.
new 1/6 scale figure.
Yeah,
Looks
man,
really good.
Fuck.
I like this pic right here.
Whoever
Say
said fuck, is that
something,
because
Joe.
you want to buy it?
I like it. I like this. This looks
Really?
nice. Yeah.
Are you a Clint Eastwood fan, Buck?
Yeah.
We've done this before. We did this last week.
Did we?
Mm.
We do all this last week.
Funny brought this up backstage, and I swear Walton was there.
Oh,
and he asked
that's
me the
right.
question.
You're
and I
right.
said yes.
Okay.
Right.
Well, it clearly shows how much I was paying attention.
This is a good pic, Pudgy. I like this pic.
Thank you.
That's from Dirty Harry. The
Yeah,
what-
that's
oh,
sideshow. That's a sideshow.
I
figure.
I just need him. You just need like a black guy figure of him shooting.
I think the tailoring is done really well, especially on the.
yeah. What do you think about the portrait though?
I love it. Look,
good.
it captures him to me. I mean,
I think
right
it
down
looks
to his
really good.
birthmark.
He was what, probably around 40 when he did that movie, maybe late 30s, or was he a
Yeah,
little
I was
older?
like 73.
I think he was younger than that. I think he was in his 30s, late 30s.
I'd say that captures it mid to late 30s, 20s with pretty well then.
He's always scowling. He always looks squint.
Thank you for the
Squinty,
great
squint.
picks as always, Pudgy. Looks
Yes,
good, man. Then Queen Studios finally showed their Henry Cavill bust of Superman. I believe this was delayed. The pre-order was supposed to go up soon, and I think they delayed it because of the new year.
Now, is anybody thinking about picking this piece up?
Nah.
Okay. Just asking.
The likeness looks really good, but in this picture, it is not Henry Cavill to me.
You
It
think
looks like
you think it might be the angle, or no?
Yeah.
It probably is
Hardly.
because in other pictures it looks really good.
Right.
Oh, and then here's the.
What do y'all think about the baby?
face.
You think it's unique?
That's just weird.
The baby is silicone.
Yeah, it's like
Like I saw
rubbery.
someone like it comes out. You can hold
Yeah.
the baby in your hand and then put it
Why?
back.
Really?
It's crazy.
Why would you want to?
But the cool
Extract
thing,
the codex. I need the codex.
the
You know, I
cool
think
thing about it is if you, it has that key, and when you push the key in,
Right,
that's
it
how the
lights up.
light lights up. That's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
I mean,
baby's
it's. I
kinda
guess it's
creepy now.
showing like it's showing true to the movie, but
Yes. Very
some people
true
may
to
say,
you.
"Why do you need it?" But it is showing true to the movie when, and then you cover him up
Just
with
just
the
leave the cover on then. That's all.
Here's the
yeah.
cover.
I mean, do you guys? What do you think? Do you like the bus without the arms or just like this?
I don't like
Either
the
way.
arms.
Either way for me.
Okay.
It's all right that way. It's a true bust.
And they're doing it in both black and
The-
blue and red.
The only thing is, do you see the black, look like leather before the cape? That doesn't look correct. That's
I
the
don't
only
remember.
thing.
Yeah, that
I don't
trim.
remember.
Like
Yeah,
a
that trim. I don't remember that trim like that. That's
Me
not,
neither.
not to be nitpicky, but that's the only thing I don't. I
Oh,
don't remember.
this lining?
Where's your arrow at?
I don't see your mouse.
Oh, around the neck.
Yeah. That black trim. I don't remember that. Being,
That does look out of place. I don't know what
right.
that
It
is.
looked like somebody took a marker, a Sharpie.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
trace
like
the edges.
highlight,
Yeah.
like a lining. Yeah.
Hmm.
The black suit has a JL for Justice League on the base instead of the Superman. I didn't notice that difference.
And I don't
Wow,
think the
probably
black one
likes
comes.
J&G
I don't think the black
portrait.
one comes with a baby. I don't think.
It shouldn't. Yeah.
Right.
You would think.
Does it? I don't know that. I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Another bust here.
This
One of
is
the best
wild.
busts I think exists. This thing is crazy. My boy
That's my piece.
Rashid.
Yeah.
Look at the
No
freaking-
silicone there.
That's
Look
all.
at the
That's
wrinkle in
all
here.
cast.
This is
huh?
crazy. The mustache.
So you never style this hair.
I would never style any man's hair. Never. I just put the glasses on his face, and that was it.
That's it.
That's it.
Dude, this is so cool, man.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
It's like right out of the movie.
And the around it lights up.
ES
In
is
the co- in his
150 on
cockpit
this,
there?
right?
I forgot the ES. What was the ES on this thing?
I know it's low.
Yeah.
Bro, was this little alien voiced by what's his name? Because it looks like, who's that dude? I'm trying to think of a movie to tell you guys. Yeah, the guy from
Steve
Wedding
Buscemi?
Crashers. The
Owen
dad.
Wilson?
No,
Oh.
the dad from Wedding Crashers. The girl's dad. Do you know what I'm talking about? The old man.
Talking about Christopher Walken?
Yeah, there you go. Christopher Walken's. It looks like Christopher Walken's. Man.
You know.
Wow.
Wasn't this crazy expensive when it came out?
It was, I believe, when I got it. I think it shipped. It was 2,600.
Oh, it's actually not that bad. Okay.
But that was back then. That was years ago.
Right. Yeah. This was.
So
Wow.
adjusted for today's dollars, you'd say that was like maybe
Yeah.
a
This was
$3,500
about.
piece.
I think this came out maybe
That's
about
a real ear.
8-9 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, this
As a
is-
con,
So-
the reason
so-
why I kind of like Elite Creature Collectibles because they they do how many people's going to order it, and then they cut the ES, and then they sell whatever they have, and that's that. You know. What up, Sliffer?
He's calling you out, man.
Another
I don't know.
another underworld piece.
Yeah, that's the Marcus life size boss.
This looks crazy too, man. Look at the detail in the skin.
Rashid, have you got the Lycan and Marcus 1/3 set?
Just the Marcus. The reason why I didn't get because Steve Wang did the Marcus. I think his wife did the Lycan, and at first I didn't like the Lycan, so I passed on. There you go. I passed on it. You know, I liked his work, and but then it came out okay. So then I felt like, damn, I should. And I actually didn't get the Lycan life size bus, but then I was looking for it. It was hard to find, and then my man Chris Silver had it. He hit me up, and we made a deal, and I bought it from him.
Eddie,
So
Calvin's got to step away.
Oh, I'm
Hey.
sorry. Thanks for that. Thanks for tuning in, Calvin. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys having me on. I was trying to respond to your guys' messages in the chat here, but yeah, I appreciate it, guys. This was cool. Yeah, let me know when you guys are. This is every Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Steve does a show every Tuesday, man. 5 o'clock.
All right. Well, if I'm free and not home, well, you already know I'll jump in at work too, so no worries.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right.
I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good one.
Take care.
All right.
So, are you rotating pieces right now between your storage and between what's downstairs, or are you actually gonna keep
Nah,
everything?
I got everything. I may have maybe about 1 or 2 pieces still in storage, but nah, I took things out. I just said the hell with it, you know.
Okay. Are you selling them the 2 pieces you got left in storage?
Nah, it's one is a spaceship and something else. I don't know, something else.
Rashid, do you
Star Wars spaceship or what?
But say it again, bet, bro. I hear you.
I was gonna say, do you order on the Cinema Cat website? Or...
Yeah, I order on the website.
Look at the eyes. Wow.
Was that a Star Wars ship that you have in storage, Rashid, or was it else?
Yeah, it's the Razor Crest from HasLab.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I stepped away. Did we show Rashid's Marcus? You got Marcus, right?
Yeah, I got Marcus.
That one and then the bust?
You get the other Lycan that goes with it, right?
The life size, yeah. I just didn't get the life size cinema kit. They some people are asking a lot of money for it, so I'm just probably gonna let it go.
No, wasn't there a Lycan that went with that?
Yeah. I told him Steve Wang did this one, and his wife. I believe it's his wife that did the Lycan, and I had passed on it because I don't know. I just wasn't feeling that first, but
right. Nah, I was saying
they go together, Yeah. So
that's a lot of real estate, man.
Yeah.
That wingspan. How many inches is it? So 48.
Wow. Oh shit. I'm gonna measure it. I'll send it to you. Yes, they're long though. They're long.
No. I've always liked that piece, man. Congratulations on that, man. It's a dope piece. That's another piece I wish they would make in a quarter scale. I've never seen. That's the only Marcus I've seen. Well, they did that one with the funky half thing. I forgot who did that.
You talking about when he's standing up?
Yeah,
one of his wing. Yeah.
That one looks silly. But I'd like to see another Marcus similar to that, but maybe a different pose.
Yeah,
I'd love to
You
get
see,
it.
the way Cinema Cat does their thing is they'll put this up for order, and they'll say by February 15th, if they haven't sold 500, that's it. That's the cutoff, and that's it. They're not
Right.
selling it anymore. And whatever they have in stock, once it sells out, it sells out. And stuff.
Yeah. This still all you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is life size. The final chapter, Jason. Because to me, I felt like that's when Jason was at his prime. So I was happy he made the final chapter.
I knew a girl, one of the actresses that was in. What was the third one? I think that was the 3D one. Remember when they did one in
Yeah.
3D?
Hmm.
Yeah, her name
You
was
guys,
Jennifer
you
Jennifer
guys,
Cook.
fun fact about this Jason: they actually sculpted it off of Walton's likeness.
You son of a bitch.
It's so. Oh man.
Here is a very expensive picture.
Yeah, that's. Oof.
The Justice or the War Tank,
Now that's a
the
lot of real
XM
estate.
Hulkbuster, Queen Hulkbuster, and the Justice Buster.
I like the Justice Buster. I like the Hulk Buster. I don't get the appeal of Hulk War Tank, but that's just me personally.
No, I like the War Tank.
I was about to say I like the War Tank.
Could you explain to me why? I would like to know.
Do you see those Gatling guns that will blow your head off?
Next firepower.
It's what it is. War Tank. It has so many weapons, and then actually I think the guns that's on the War Machine himself, you could take those off and put it on it. It goes on the War Tank's legs, which it looks.
I like the War Machine. I think the War Machine is really cool looking.
But
I
what
do
about
not get the appeal of War Tank.
and then the it has a laser as the right arm, and
Yeah,
then it
has
has.
what the
I just like the
Railgun,
paint
yeah.
job. I
The
think the paint
Gatling
job
guns.
is nice. Yeah, and you have the rockets on the shoulder.
See, to me, it felt like they kind of just said, what kind of guns exist out there? What kind of guns are in sci-fi? What can we put on this?
Well, that's
Fuck
what
it, let's
it
put
is.
everything on it.
Yeah, but that's called
Yeah,
imagination.
but there needs to be a consistent design language, in my opinion, and that's what the Justice Buster has. I don't feel like the War Tank has any consistent design language. I feel
Well,
it's like just this.
what weapons on the Justice Buster is reality that you see?
It's their
It's not
concept.
reality that I'm talking about. I'm talking
it's the
about
comics.
balance and composition. I
Dude, it's a
don't think
freaking
there's
war
balance or
tank.
composition.
It's a war tank.
Okay.
That's why it has. That's why the feet has those what you call it treads on it.
Well, you know that's XM's concept, right? It's not from the comics at all.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's why
So-
I'm just saying, like, personally for me, it feels like you had, like, it was designed by committee and the committee couldn't agree.
Guys, look at look at that cool shit in the back.
Well, someone signed off on it. I don't know.
Look at all the TVs.
Get
That shit hurt my eyes, but
I thought that was
good
I thought that was
place and
I thought that was a
good
poster.
Man has good
Yo,
taste.
it looked like a
despite
fire
his,
behind him.
statues in the foreground. You can tell he has
But
good taste.
it looked like a fire behind them. That's what it looked like.
It's hot. It's nice. It looks good.
Hey, Rasheed,
Hmm?
remember those little pencils you used to do like this, and the hand would go crazy.
Yep. Yeah, but this guy got a lot of real estate taken up. Look at all he has
Yeah,
two
that's
he has two Hulk Busters, the Justice Buster, and the War Tank. If I was
Did you
Iron
buy
Man,
War Tank, Rashid?
huh?
Did you buy War Tank?
Yes, I would buy War Tank if I had the
No,
space.
did
I
you
would.
buy War Tank?
Oh no. I don't have space
Oh,
for
okay.
that. I don't have space for it.
Ferenzi is saying the Buck saved Walton there.
How did Buck save Walton?
He changed the subject. I agree.
Oh, okay.
I agree with Walton though. I think the War Tank is goofy.
Nah, I like it.
But what's crazy is the War Machine and the Batman are quarter scale pieces, and look at them. They look like 1/6 scale or 1/10.
Again, I like that War Machine. I think that War Machine's great. I just think they kind of just went over the top and didn't know
I
when to
think that's what
stop.
they was trying to do, though. I mean, you know what it is? I seen when people was doing the unboxing on that war tank, and like the arm with the laser. I mean, it's huge. It looked like a gun in somebody's hand. I don't know. It looks menacing. The Justice
that's-
Buster looks okay. It just I don't know. It's okay.
What's the next
Sniffer
picture?
said, "Stop hating on that Super Saiyan glow."
That's a real one right there, man. He knows what he's talking about. Is there Dragon Ball in the next picture?
No.
No.
That was the only. This is
Now,
the
what
last
it-
picture. This is I guess Sideshow leaked a new coming Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
No one's confirmed it though. Right?
Sideshow.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
I went
what?
on
They
their
did
site and I
show
saw
that.
this picture.
They showed that teaser a long time ago and then never showed a piece, huh?
I don't think this is
Yeah, but I went on.
No,
I
this
went
is
on their
Sideshow,
site
bro.
today and I saw it. I saw this, and when you click on it, nothing pops up. So
Because I think it was accidentally put up.
This was shown on the Sideshow site, but I don't
No,
think it's.
you remember a while ago for one of the cons or something, they put Poison Ivy maquette.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the like where they teased the title and they never showed
know-
the Poison Ivy.
I think this is Tweeterhead. I don't think it's a Sideshow statue. It doesn't look like a Sideshow statue.
Why? This is not
Nah,
Tweeterhead. This is
no,
not Tweeterhead.
I thought it was
You sure?
Tweeterhead too, though. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was.
I
Tweeterhead.
think it's it might be a Tweeterhead quarter scale.
What
I'm
was that,
betting.
Matt?
Sorry. My man fell off. I just not realized.
Are you talking
Go
about
ahead,
Calvin?
Doug, sorry.
Calvin, yeah, Calvin.
Oh, he had to
Nice.
go.
Yeah, well, way to be like 10 minutes behind the rest of everybody else.
10 minutes ago.
But you know what? If this is Sideshow's new Poison Ivy, you know a green version is coming behind this one.
You know what? I like this one more than that original one.
The green one.
Yep.
Oh, which one? Oh, the
Well, either one. I would prefer the normal skin tone, not the green.
Nah, I like the green.
You got 50-50 here.
I like this portrait.
Right.
I like the it's obviously looks
Pose.
like
Sexy
Batman
pose.
Batman and Robin
Right.
to me, so
Bro.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah,
comes
say
back
like
to
the
that one, huh?
yep. So what do you think?
It
Good.
really does look a lot like Uma
like it.
Thurman's suit.
Really?
From that.
She looks
The
a little
suit
hippie.
does, yeah.
She looks
The
a little
suit
hippie.
does.
She looks a little
Yeah.
hippie for me than Uma Thurman.
I see it.
That don't look like
No,
Uma
No,
Thurman.
he's talking about
not
the
the
face.
shape.
The
The
face,
suit
the suit.
itself.
The face is nice though. That
It doesn't look like
portrait's
Uma.
nice.
I don't know. I'm not seeing Uma Thurman in that at all. But
No, he's talking
No,
about
he's
the
talking about the
dress.
costume.
man.
Not the
The
size
costume.
of her hips, like just the actual look of the costume. Like
Some
it,
nice
it
hips.
looks very similar to the one.
looks
she
kind of
wore.
80s. The spandex.
You realize that was 90s when that movie came out, right?
This is true. Books.
No.
It
This
does
is
have a
also
shop of
80s
horror
to me.
vibes with this.
Yeah.
Was it like
who
95?
doesn't-
It's probably
Y'all
the
the
only
hell?
who remembers it.
Who the hell
You guys
doesn't
weren't
like
even
hips?
born. Did y'all weren't born?
Did y'all like the last
I was born
Poison
in the
Ivy that
90s.
Sideshow did before this one? The last one, where she's standing like in the middle of a plant. Did you like that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
kinda
Oh no
prefer
no no
that to this.
no no!
Check
Never
out
mind.
Tweeterhead?
Where she's like
I-
coming out of a tulip or something like that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't
never
like.
mind.
I don't like those ones.
No, Mark.
I
Mark
had it.
got-
It was
That's
nice.
one John has.
Look
I
at this
really
guy.
don't prefer. I don't like that one either.
It's not bad.
The last one I like the exclusive portrait, and there's this. There's I don't like the hair the way it's sculpted.
What's wrong with it?
It's messy. And
I just don't
Eyebrows.
think, I think that portrait looks a little too small for the body.
I think
that
that's
is
the
just, I
aim.
don't, let's just say I don't like the hair.
I think the level of
We
critique
don't
on this
know
picture is
who's making
amazing.
this yet.
Eh,
And
This is
you
too
guys
small.
are-
This is too big. This
you
is too.
guys are-
Holy shit!
Man,
One picture.
This could just be some
Hang
art
on,
station,
kids.
some random guy's art station picture.
I know, right?
You hate to see it, Keesus.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Okay, who's gonna buy it?
I might.
When we
Actually,
see more
when
pictures.
I
I
saw
do
it,
like that.
my
Mhm.
my first thought was I want to get the Daniel Bell Bane now, because I think they'd pair very well together.
I thought you were doing only Thor.
This week.
I don't know why this motherfucker.
Thor, what is it good for?
I do like the
Absolutely nothing.
I
Say
do
it
like the
again.
Dark Knight. I do like the Dark Knight with the dark. Was it what do they call it? The Dark Knight Returns with the electric bolt. I do like that piece.
Yeah, from what we saw from Nathan, and I think it looks better.
Nathan,
from
what they
some
call
of the
it? They call it the Dark Knight Returns with the electric bolt. The
Yeah.
one
It
that you have?
is. It is. Is this cover right here?
Right. Yeah, I like that piece right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it might be I think it's going to be a unique piece in it down the line because of the lightning effect
Yeah.
and then stuff like that. So
All right,
I think
guys.
that's gonna sell 2,500.
I think
Yeah, I
it'll
think
sell.
so too.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
yeah,
sell
I
sooner
think
rather than later.
that's going to sell faster than that Darth Vader. I think that'll sell out quick. I mean, of course,
But
because
Darth
Darth
Vader
Vader.
has 10,000 edition size,
I
doesn't
was
it?
going to say that,
Well,
Walton.
60.
I was going to say that, Walton. Calm down.
Right.
But I just going to say, meaning that I think that piece is just going to be, it's going to go fast because I liked how, the way he did it. He caught that, he captured that Frank Miller essence of that piece. That's what I like about it. The portrait and
Much of
everything.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'd say it's a flagship sideshow piece. Like it is a flagship piece for
Looks
them.
like it.
Yeah.
right.
It's overscaled. I think he's probably 3.5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now you didn't have this pre-ordered, right?
I did have it pre-ordered.
I'm talking to Rashid.
Nah, it's okay.
I know, right?
I listen.
I'm talking to Rashid.
If somebody buys it for me as a gift, it doesn't count, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I
If you wanna-
have a birthday coming up down
Rashid,
the
if,
line.
if you want to PayPal me some cash for my birthday, then I'll get you that statue and we'll complete the loophole.
Yo, I like
Okay,
the
and
way
I'll-
you think,
I'll get you
Pudge.
that-
I like.
I'll get you that
Yo,
gift.
Thank you, Pudgy. I like how you
Okay.
think, man.
Are you also going to give him the room to fucking put the statue somewhere?
Oh, don't worry. We'll just stack it on something.
Would you get that piece, Pudgy, though? The dog.
It's already ordered it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Where's it going to go, Joe?
I have no fucking clue. Right now.
Like a true collector.
I didn't know if it was
In
going to
due
go
time.
to 1.6 or not.
Pudgy,
If it was
are you
gonna
going to
go-
sell that? Are you going to sell that Hulk? The Avengers Hulk that you have at the bottom, the first one that Sasha had came out with. I mean, the movie version one.
Yeah. I've actually thought about it. I mean, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
I've thought about it, just especially with the LBS coming.
Because when I had got that Hulk in, I didn't even have to open the box. I sent it right back to them.
You didn't like it.
Wow.
No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
that bit, you know. But I
Yeah.
sent it right back to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy that that's the old legacy effects. Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on for a minute.
Yeah. Jesus, get rid of
He's
it.
going to go pick it up. Show his Hulk or something?
No.
Okay.
Will the lightning bolt from Frank Miller Batman be a problem? Will it not light up anymore over time?
I mean, that's just physics. It will eventually stop working.
I imagine it's LED. It's not like a bulb. So LED.
Could you,
long life.
how sealed is it? Is there any sort of like access panel that you can get to it?
Would you like take a chisel, Nathan, but pry it open for us. Let's see what's inside.
No,
I
I
mean,
didn't know if it had anything.
It's an LED. It'll last.
It'll last a long time if it's an LED.
So this lightning bolt is like the size of a freaking human-sized sword, man. Like I don't know.
30, it's 2 feet.
It's running the length of it. I don't know how you would access that and replace all the bulbs. I'm sure it's all LED and it'll last quite some time. I wouldn't run it 24/7 though. If I was like for me personally, I will mostly have the light off and I will turn it on occasionally.
Throw it off. Right.
Yeah.
You know.
I would just turn on this if somebody wanted to see it on or whatever. But for light features, I know they die. Just like with lightsabers, I never use the lightsaber light ups because I know eventually they're going to die. So,
So you never enjoy it.
no, you enjoy it, but just once in a
Don't
until
throw it
they
on every
change.
time you walk in the room.
Right. Like I don't even
Don't
turn
leave.
these on. The ones back behind me, I don't turn them on all the time no more. No.
Well, guys, we had a 3-hour show again. I tried my best, but I think it was the Star Trek. It was inevitable.
There was a lot of passion in that conversation.
The time suck.
Yeah. Two
That's
passionate
subjective,
old
Eddie.
men.
We
At the
gotta be old.
barbecue.
Why we gotta be old, man?
Right.
Because I never seen Star Trek in my life. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yeah, but Star Wars is from before your time too.
You didn't watch?
it's-
Wait.
Star Wars is worth
Any
coming back
iteration of
to.
Star Trek or that
Let him
iteration of Star
go.
Trek?
Hey, can we get the backstage and talk about this?
Okay, fine.
Look at Nathan, a true scholar and a gentleman. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to all the panel. We appreciate you, Steve. We hope you get well soon, man. And we'll catch you guys all next Tuesday. Sound good?
Okay, peeps.
All righty
Cheers,
then.
everyone.
Good.